Stop. You violated the law. It's been a while since I had a good brawl. How's it go? How does it go? How does it go? Stop. You violated the law. It's been a while. It's been too long. It's been too long since I've seen a good brawl. I'm just warming up. You pathetic worm. Huh? Remember the Emperor! You dare attack me? I'm warning you. Show me what you've got. That the best you can do? You can't settle this peacefully. You elves are all the same. All flash, no fury. Guards! Guards! Someone's being attacked! Hey! Are you some kind of maniac? This is the part where you bleed to death. It's over, lawbreaker. You're under arrest. You'll make a fine pair of boots. By the gods! There's a psychopath on the loose. I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. You dare oppose the might of... Help! You there! Stop! Help! Come to me. Wow, you're the grand champion. I saw you fight. You're the best. Can I follow you around? Yes? Can I carry your weapons? Can I shine your boots? Golly, you're the best. Alright. Today's a special day, folks. Today we're gonna play Chibi Robo from the GameCube. That's right, folks. I brought out the old GameCube and I said, let's play my favorite childhood game. Chibi Robo, my favorite game. I played it all the time. I loved cleaning the floors. I loved vacuuming. Well, there's no vacuum in this game, and that's the DS one. But I love Chibi Robo, that tiny little robot. He has my heart. What a cutie. That's what they said about me. Fuck. Stop. You violated the law. It's been a while since I've had a good brawl. This one, I think. Okay. Alright. Cool. Good to know. Oh, it's because... Yeah, that might be why. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I've developed a cough. And just before the Pride event. Oh my gosh. I will be humming along to most of the songs in this game. Okay, just so you know. Go. Okay. Oh. There it is. There it is. That's right, folks. Question is, though, can I still see my, Oh, okay, good. Make it nice and small on the side of the screen there. Okay. Let's move the picture-in-picture.
The video. I firstly wanted to start this video and say I realized that recently most of my videos have been revolving around women, today's one included, and I just wanted to apologize if that is like throwing anyone off, or if it makes it seem like I'm like, you know, trying to bring women down or anything like that. I'm obviously all for rising up women and, you know, loving women, empowering women, etc. However, I have a lot going on in my life right now, and I find the topic of men, specifically the men that I usually talk about and cover on this channel, is just, I'm just not in the headspace to do that right now. You know, my PTSD levels
no
are
voice
quite
acting in
high.
this game, so don't
However,
worry.
I still obviously
I will be
want
reading
to make
most
videos, but I also, you know, need to make videos because this is my job and I need to be able to like pay my bills and stuff. So I'm sorry if my videos are like a bit of a different topic or if they're all sort of similar at the moment. I'm kind of limited to what I can talk about because mental health is important and I need to take care of myself. But I hope that you're enjoying nonetheless, and I hope that you enjoy this video as well. Today's video in particular, I wanted to talk about someone that we haven't talked about for a long time, which is the transformed wife. Now, if you don't know, the transformed wife is this lady who, I don't know how old she is actually. She's like, I'd say like 60s, 70s. And she's a trad wife, of course. She's a grandmother. She tweets like 20 times a day about how women need to be godly and fit God's design. She calls herself the teacher of women because that's her responsibility, to teach women about Christ and how to be godly women. And that's what she does. She tweets a million times a day. She also, I think, has a YouTube channel, and she posts videos on Facebook as well. But today specifically, we are going to be looking at her tweets because my oh my, are they a treat. A couple of things before we get into it. First one being today's video is sponsored.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Put it just a little bit higher so you can hear the music. There we go. You should be able to hear the music and me at the same time. Shouldn't drown out my voice, of course, though. Alright, let's see. So, we'll get to the video in a second. The video that we're going to watch. Oh. So, the good thing about this, right. Alright, I'll be honest with you. Okay. I didn't plug in my game. I do own this game, though. I have the game. I physically own the game, okay? And that is the only reason that I would be playing it on my computer. But the problem is I can't play it. I don't have the money to spend on a fucking Elgato to, like... an adapter. Like, I tried that once and it's no good. So, oh no. And this one. I think it's best if we just do that. Okay. Huh? Okay, interesting. Threshold, okay. Just enjoy the music for a little bit longer. Here, I'll do this. I can listen to the music, you can just listen to this while I set this up. Triggers. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, never mind. Okay, alright. Okay, so does it work now? Nope. You have to restart it. Oh my goodness. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I see. No, that's not it. The controller is on. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't understand. Don't understand. What on earth? Okay. Why isn't this working? I don't understand. Let's try a different game. Let's try Mario Kart Double Dash. Oh, alright, now I am so confused right now. I guess I just don't know what port I'm in. It feels like I'm in a port. What is happening? Why? Why? How would I even know? How would I even know? Put it in keyboard and then... Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What is this? What is going on? Hold on. got the thing to work, I guess. One is not show. What the hell? Goodness. Okay. There we go. Okay. Damn, this controller's got some serious stick drift. This is fucked. Shit. Okay. Dead zones are fine. Left trigger. Right trigger. Up. Down. Left. Okay. It should work now. Let's see. Yes, it does. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay. The hell? Okay, the sticks work. But now my buttons don't work. Why the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's fine. Triggers. Pads are good. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Yes, memory card slot A. Yes, save the data. Yeah. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it up. Get the pump and get it started. We open to a birthday party. A family sits at a table. Happy birthday, Jenny. Here you go. I got you this hat as a special present from me. Already kind of got a hat on. Jenny, what's the matter? Jenny, you're 8 now. You can't run around in a frog costume all day. You need a real hat. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Oh, Jenny. Woof, woof. Roof, roof. Oh, got a present for you, do you, Tao? Present? Dog mode. Woof! Wow, good dog. How'd you wrap it? We'll never know, because he can't speak. Ribbit, ribbit. Get up. Woof. Alright, now it's my turn. You're just gonna love my gift, Jenny. Yeah, right. Whoa! What is that? You know we can't afford... But Jenny said she wanted one. Rabbit, get up. Oh, honey, you're not fooling anyone. You only wanted one for yourself. Now, calm down. We'll talk about this later. What do you think, Jenny? You love it, right? Get up. Oh, I have eyes. Ahem. Get ready, Chibi Robo. It's almost showtime. What do you think? Should I flip the switch? Get up, get up. Alright, get ready to... Robo! Drinking some nice bubbly champagne at the birthday party. Oh. Could have sworn there was music here. I feel like something's fucked up. Yay, Chibi Robo! Hello, hello! Hello there! Get up, get up. We're here to make you happy. I'm Telly, and this here is Chibi Robo. Amazing. Get up. Oh! Hey, is this a birthday party? You got that right. Oh, Chibi Robo. Looks like we've come to the party empty-handed. We need to find a present for Jenny and fast. His head spins around. A flower. It's not really a present if you're stealing their flower. How about that, Chibi Robo? Yes. That's the only way Chibi speaks. Well then, I'll leave the rest to you, Chibi Robo. Okay. Just gotta climb up here. Excuse me, just gotta... Oh. Whoa, that's amazing! Jenny! Get up. Let's pick this up. One rose. Hot! Diggity! Dog! That's awesome! Wow. Excellent. Chibi Robo! You should try using your Chibi Copter. Comes standard in all Chibi Robo models. All you have to do is equip it. You can't fly upwards with it, but... Listen to this. You can use it to slowly fall from high places. That way, you won't hurt yourself. Press X to open the equip screen. Tilt the left, right, alright. Alright, thanks. Oh, and if you hold down, alright. Hover, I know how to use the propeller. You have to use the propeller a lot. Hey, listen up, Chibi Robo. Use the Chibi Copter, okay? You literally can't not use it once you're falling. I don't want you to take a nasty fall. Which can happen. That can't happen. It's difficult, though. If you're not paying attention, it can happen. Whee! Yeah, you just fall off and then... Whoop. And then we give the rose to Jenny. Get up. Chibi Robo. Give the rose to Jenny. Yes. Rose to Jenny. Aw. I am a robot. I have no emotions. Thanks for the love, though. I can't feel that, but I know that it's there. I got 200 buckaroos. I got 200 moolah, I think is what it's called. Spread the happiness. Earn happy points and yeah, it is moolah. How do you think I'd forget these things? You'd think I'd forget these things, but I don't because I love this game so fucking much. Moolah by making people happy. Of course. Earning lots of happy points will raise your Chibi Robo ranking. Let's do our best to get into first place. Now that we've handed out the presents, it's time for Jenny to blow out the candles. Alright. 1. Oh. Happy birthday! And they were all one big happy family. At least, at first. And they kept on partying until late into the night. Good work, Chibi Robo. You looked a bit nervous at first, but you came through like a pro. Now listen, we need to make ourselves useful for the Sandersons, right? Okay then. Let's adjust your happy point total. Your Chibi ranking has gone from 1,000,000 to 778,458. In order to get the next bonus battery, you need 60 more happy points. Get out there, earn a ton of happy points, and grab yourself the top Chibi ranking. When you reach the top Chibi ranking, Why, you'll be upgraded to Super Chibi Robo. Take it from me, television. Wait, I'm stupid. I'll do what I can to lend you a hand. You can count on me. He is your most trusted friend, after all, and a subtle allegory for homosexual relationships. While you're here, Chibi Robo, would you like to save? I'd like to save something. I'm sure you know you can save anywhere by plugging into any old outlet in the house. And of course, there's the what's it called? Save states. But don't forget, you have to come back to the Chibi house to adjust your happy points. So get out there and grab some happy points. Maybe you'll make a Super Chibi Robo. Okay. And we're in the game. Should pick this up. Popper trash. Always put refuge in the proper receptacle. Of course. I knew that because I am robot. I know everything. Out to the world now. That's right, folks. I'm in the open world. The Sandersons' house. What a fucking mess. Oh, Mr. Sanderson. Tisk, tisk, tisk. He had a little too much fun at the party. He got drunk off his ass at the party. I think he passed out from excitement. Oh! But right now, I need you to look at the top of the screen. What screen? What are you looking at? Oh, you mean that thing. You'll see a sun symbol during the day and the moon symbol at night. The moon is out right now, so that means it's nighttime. Let's collect those happy points and try to... Okay. Here's an infinite amount of those. It seems we've met our first character. Yes, you see, the Sandersons may roam the building at night. In the morning. But at night, the toys come out and play. Hello, character. Dear diary. Tonight, I'm in my usual spot. Head in the living room, body in the kitchen. Teo neglected me again. Typical. He usually drops me right over there. But tonight he was lazy, and now I can watch Drake while he patrols. Oh, it's so hard to watch him. That knight in shining armor. Ah. Oh, Drake, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Perhaps you are on Love Patrol? Look, what the fuck? You were there the whole time? Hey, what are you looking at my Wait, hey, are you looking at my diary? Stop it! Oh, what a cad! Oh, who are you? Hey now, what's all that racket? Whoa, what in the... That toy is talking! That's just how things work in this house. Isn't that how it works everywhere? Really? Oh, that's a bit of a shocker. So I take it there are other toys? Oh, how rude of me. My name is Television, and this is Chibi Robo. My name is Sophia. Sophie. Sorry, I'm stupid. My name is Sophie. Wow. We're pleased as punch to meet you. I was just writing in my diary and I thought you were trying to peek. You scared me. No worries. Happens all the time. Chibi Robo's small, so it's easy for him to sneak up on you. Why did he say it like that? Please allow me to apologize on behalf. We're both sorry if we startled you. Well, as long as you didn't read about my secret, passionate love for Drake Redcrest, it's fine. Sorry, I forgot to put up the chat box, my bad. Her music's fun anyways. Oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted. Where's the chat box? Where the hell is it? In the corner? It's gotta be down here at least. Okay. Yeah, let's put it up here. Okay. Say, why doesn't Chibi Robo apologize himself? I'm very glad you asked. Apologizing is a vital component of the manager's work. You're his manager? Seriously? Wow, that's kind of weird. Hold on, I need to record this moment, so I don't forget. She does keep a diary after all. Girls and their diaries. This could be a while. I guess I'll be leaving. We can't get into the kitchen after. I think we can talk to her, maybe? Manager. I've never heard that word. I've never heard the word in real life before. But it sounds very important. Chibi Robo and Telly seem very close. Almost like they're gay. It's nice to see good friends like that. Also, Drake is patrolling the area again. I love the way his big boots clomp around. It's so manly. If Drake does his pose right in front of me, I think I'd have to run away. I would be so embarrassed. You son of a bitch. You heard the whole thing. Are you trying to peek at my diary again? No. Don't peek at a girl's diary. These are her most private and intimate thoughts. Sheesh. Adorable. Oh, I forgot that the camera's... Oh, golly. The camera is inverted. Is there a way to change that? There is, actually. And I will fix it right now. If we just edit the controls here... At least for Chibi Robo. We can change the C stick from left. So up would be down. Down would be up. Left would be right. Oh. Right. And then right would be left. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. That is so much better. Oh my gosh. You can't change it in the original version. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? It's time to pick up trash. It's time to take out the garbage. Welcome to the main gameplay loop of Chibi Robo. He's gonna stop saying that once I pick up a few more things, I promise you. Also, you run faster if you pick up your plug. You also waste more energy. This game is so weird, but it's like so unique in its like strangeness. It's technically an open world game, but the open world is a fucking family home where you pick up their fucking garbage. Oh, there's an important level item over there. We'll pick that up in a second. We probably won't leave this area to begin with. Oh my gosh, I get it. In the proper receptacle. Damn, dude. There's only so many items of trash. Eventually, you've picked up everything and nothing is new. And he doesn't ever say anything else to you about this kind of shit. You can't wake up the humans while they sleep. They're like dynamic events. They live within the world as like NPC characters as well as the toys. Only when you finish a task will they move around. Really, the only one moving in this game is you, which is the most interesting part of the game, honestly. Everyone else is static, but they all have like their own routines and they all do things. Some characters don't move at all, like they are stuck in one place. Like story-wise, they are stuck because they're toys and they can't climb stairs. Let's clean up the living room before we pick up the story item. Because I gotta go up on the couch. And that's it, really. I'm running out of battery. Where's the nearest plug? It's also an extremely musical game. Just hits a strange niche that I've always loved. I don't know why, I've always just had this love for characters that are small compared to the surrounding world around them. Yeah, let's save. We just talked to Sophie, so we might as well save. Wonderful. Let's go. We'll clean this up in a second. Just gonna climb up here. I don't know how I played I played this game twice in my youth. I don't know how I played this game twice with the control scheme being literally backwards or inverted camera controls. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Alright, just a few more things. We just gotta get on the couch. Okay, alright. Get up. Get up there. Don't fall. Oh, wait. Shit. We gotta fall. We gotta pick this up. Actually, it would be more efficient if I had my helicopter out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no. Oh no! My battery! Shit. Fuck. It's because I went down to grab the fucking thing. Wow. Fucking shit. Yeah, this is like one of the main mechanics, at least early on in the game. In the late game, this isn't really a problem. That's your health bar. But your health bar is constantly being chipped away with every step you take. Which I think is the reason why they've made every step have like a sound that is unique. Even just standing in place. Shit. No! I was supposed to pick that up. Chibi Robo! Way to go. I think we can call it a day. I'm proud of the work you've done. Oh, the night has ended. Let's return to the Chibi house. Okay. Alright. If you say so. So I just stand here and you pump shit into my ass? Interesting. Good morning. Let's adjust your happy point total. You're a Chibi? I don't give a shit. Yeah, alright, cool. Just tell me when we get to 1, buddy. Just tell me when we get to 1. 55 more happy points. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Do I want to save? No, I don't want to fucking save. Whoop. Yeah, you say that a lot. It doesn't matter, it gives me more happy points, and you need those. You're gonna need those. You're gonna need a lot of those. Wait. Where's the toothbrush? What the hell? It's gone. You son of a bitch, you picked it up? I needed that. What the fuck? I think there's a sleep mechanic. No, there's not a sleep mechanic. The only mechanic to get... Oh, I can't hold anymore? Oh, okay. Alright, if you say so. Fucking bitch. I need that toothbrush, damn it. Is it gonna be here tomorrow night? Oh, stop. Open. Why I got so many books? All these drawers filled with books. These people ain't reading that much. Give me this. This is important. Whoop! Dun, dun, dun. Hello. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. Get up. Get up. Mm-hmm. Climb. Get up. Okay. Whoop. Get up, get up, get up. Where's this child? Where does this child not have friends? Get up, get up. Get up. I can draw. Get up. That's sick. That's not. I wanted it. What? That was. Wait. Draw it. What? Jog it up. How do you. What's the. Items? Frog. Give this to Jenny? That's what I was trying to do. That bear is important. Dot, dot, dot. An ominous dot, dot, dot on the cute bear. Get out, get out. I'm here to give you things. I've got Yes, yes. How'd you know? Here's a stick. This frog ring. I know you love these. Get up. Wow, it's like a good portion of the happy points I need for my next battery. Spread the happiness. she like fucking keeps track of how many rings there are. Like, you could pick up the rings. Did you place them around the house so I could pick them up for you? You get an item if you give her all the rings, I think. She makes you something. You'll never guess what it is. What the hell is this? I knew that. I already knew that. You don't have to tell me. Oh my gosh. Say, I think you can climb up that cord. I can climb up your ass, Tilly. You're fully recharged. Are you going to save? Yeah, I gave her a ring. I might as well save, right? Not much to fucking do in this game. Alright. Cool. Boop. There's nothing up there. Oh, the kitchen's closed. Okay. Can I get to the kitchen some other way? I got a lot of time in the day. Oh, wait. I haven't even done the thing. Okay, can't pick any more. Can't pick up any more paper. Throw it away. Lob it with A. Boop. Sick. Wait, keep all this. There's no way I have this much storage. What are you hiding from me, Telly? What kind of magic ability do I have? We could go into the foyer. I need the fucking toothbrush. Don't know where that went. Should have picked it up. I'll probably show up at night. Robo. At the other rooms for now. Oh, somebody's calling me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I've got a little tiny headache, but it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to continue drawing that poster, or I guess it's cover art. I would say. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for yet. Probably cover art. And then that's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna do that. Let's close out the game here. So let me just save the game real quick. And then, okay. And then we will move on to art after a quick break. Not much I need to do today, so yeah. Yes, save, please. Cool. Awesome. Sick. That's sick. Where is that? Okay, I just have to look for that. Okay. Yep. Sick, nasty, sick. So apparently you can transfer the save data from your emulators, which is sick. Because I can literally, like, while I'm away, play Chibi Robo on the go. Which is probably the game I'd most likely do that for. Every other game is that I want to play from that emulator is probably going to be like some random game that I never had the chance to play. Fuck. Oh my gosh. But yeah, once we're at like a more stable place in Chibi Robo, we'll do something like that. So I'm gonna take a break. You know, use the restroom, take some, what's it called? Fucking Advil or something. I don't know. I forget what it's called. I think it is called. I think it's Advil. I think. Just to make sure the headache goes away. Start cooking some fucking rice. Because I'm hungry again. Oh. And then, I might cook rice later once the stream is over, but, yeah. I'll be right back. Please enjoy the music. I'm back. No worries, I'm back. It's pretty cold. Lower the light on this. That's better. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. I got a big old box of Cheez-Its. And some medication. With some vitamins, of course. You need your vitamins. Gotta take your vitamins. Let me think here. Let me think. Yes, okay, I remember. Alright, so now we're actually... Now we're going to move on to the next segment of the stream. To, This will obviously be labeled as an art stream, in my opinion. But we did play a game for an hour. So. I was just excited to play that game again. So I wanted to play it. But yeah. Okay, that's good to go. Okay. Cool. For some reason, Discord, like, why does it censor is live? Do I have to change it to, like, live? I guess it doesn't like the word is and live together, so if we change it to, like, live, will that do something? I'd only be able to tell later, I guess, but we'll see. We'll see if that does something. I tell ya. Playing Mario Kart Double Dash on my phone, I was not expecting it to be that fun. It's more fun. Like, I wouldn't play it as much if I didn't get the fucking Razer phone controller. Which, by the way, makes my phone look like a fucking Switch. This is like a tiny, cute Switch. Like it's like a elongated Switch Mini. Like, if the mini Switch, like, grew taller and was, like, thinner, that's what this is. I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna be the fucking talk of the fucking nerd town. This Pride event. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, are you playing Mario Kart Double Dash? Are you playing Animal Crossing on the fucking Switch? Are you playing Animal Crossing on the fucking phone? That's so sick. Everyone will, there will be plenty of people, I promise you, plenty of people with like their fucking Switch out or something. Well, maybe not their Switch. Maybe not anymore. I do remember that though. Last time I went to this specific Pride event, there was definitely people with like a Switch. And they were like playing the shit out of like Breath of the Wild. Like everybody was playing that. Maybe the new Animal Crossing game came out? I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. But there were a few people on their Switch, and now I've upgraded. I feel like I've upgraded because having a Switch is cool, but like it doesn't make phone calls. I can't like browse the web while I'm on my Switch, you know? You know, it's not an Android device, meaning it doesn't fucking run like a Windows device. So Android basically runs like Windows, I think. If I'm being honest, it's got like files, folders. You can't really open up the folders in like your fucking Apple iPhone. Take 2 and see me in the morning. Cheez-Its. Yum. Let's watch a video while I take some medication. I see what happened. I will fix. There we go.
By Aura, and I will tell you a little bit more about them later on. And I also would like to take this moment to say thank you to today's patron of the day, Apollo. I appreciate you greatly, and I hope that you enjoy this video. And if anyone else would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat. It starts at as little as £1 a month, and I appreciate it greatly. Okay, so let's get into the tweets. When women are let loose to do as they please, away from the influence of men, they have not come up with a cornucopia of great inventions and discoveries. Instead, they have aborted tens of millions of infants, blamed all their problems on men, voted leftists into office, become excessively promiscuous, gotten worthless college degrees and demanded equally worthless make-work jobs, believed that wealth falls like manna from heaven, come to believe marriage is temporary, destroyed children's lives through easy divorce and single parenthood, and rationalized every bit of it. It's a quote from Bob Wallace. Women are now allowed to make their own choices. That's what changed, is that we are independent people. We are people. We are seen as people in the eyes of the law. We are able to make our own choices. We are able to decide what we want to do with our lives. And we are able to leave partners who are mistreating us, who, you know, don't bring anything to the table, who abuse us, etc. Right? It's so funny when these people are like, you're ruining kids' lives through divorce and single parenthood. A lot of kids wish their parents got divorced, because when your parents are unhappy and your household is unhappy, the children are unhappy. It is so much better to have two single and happy parents, or one single and happy parent, than it is to have two miserable parents in a miserable household. You learn what relationships and love looks like based off of your parents. You learn how to have relationships and communicate with other people from your parents. And if your parents spend the whole time fighting, they spend the whole time just like with such a lack of love and disconnect and bad communication, that's how the child is going to view relationships a lot of the time, you know? Even if unintentionally, that's going to rub off on them. And if your parents are unhappy and they're taking that out on their kids are going to be unhappy. Like, divorce is so much better than unhappy relationships, including for children. And I never get this thing with like useless degrees. It's like you're getting useless degrees, and it's like, I don't really think any degree is particularly useless. Like, sure, a degree may not help you get a job, but I mean, personally, I love learning, you know? The problem with degrees is they put you in debt, which is a really big problem. But like, regardless, like studying and learning about something that you care about and are interested in, I don't think is a waste of time. Whether it helps you further your career or not, like obviously you want it to, that is technically why you were getting it. But I think in general, a lot of the time, if you are studying something that you enjoy and that you are passionate about, it is never a waste of time. The experience you have at university, the things that you learn, the way you are able to evolve and interact more with new people and people you wouldn't normally interact with is such a cool thing. I made so many friends at uni, granted, not so close anymore, but like I made a lot of friends in uni. I had a lot of experience. I did a lot of growth. I healed a lot through uni. It like helped me work through my trauma. It helped me learn about myself. It helped me connect with the world and figure myself out deeper. And like, it's such an incredible experience for a lot of people. And like, regardless of whether the degree helps you or not, my degree is pretty useless. I'm not fucking using it. I have a bachelor of music, you know, like that has no job security or job prospects or anything. I just was able to learn more about something that I love, you know? And I think calling degrees useless is just silly. It's just silly. If I could, I would study a lot more stuff, but like it requires time that I don't have and money that I don't have. So it's not something I can do. Getting degrees and learning about things you love is such a fantastic thing. And I love to learn. I love to learn. It is such an amazing thing. And I think that like, you know, a lot of us do love to learn. We learn every day. We can dig into things. We can figure stuff out. And that is especially helpful with the aid of the internet. I love doing all my Google deep dives and learning about things that I love and looking further into it. I love hyperfixating on things and going down holes on Google and Wikipedia. I just love learning. And I don't think there's such a thing as a useless degree. Not really. Speaking of deep diving on the internet and the internet in general, I want to take this moment to tell you a little bit more about today's sponsor, Aura. Are you constantly tired of receiving spam calls and messages to the point where you just like stop answering your phone? Because I certainly am. I've been getting so many spam calls recently. Like, look at my freaking call log. All of these red calls, those are spam calls, or at least numbers that don't attach to anywhere because I've had so many spam calls I haven't answered them to find out. The reason that we get so many spam calls and messages and the likes is because data brokers are selling your personal information in order to make a profit. So a lot of the time, you know, you go onto websites and you click like allow all cookies, allow essentials. You know, we never read that. Why would I read that? That's a waste of time. I'm just gonna hit allow. That oftentimes gives permission for them to sell your information, which is super fun. But that's where Aura comes in. Aura works to automatically opt you out of all of this. They opt out of selling you. And once you opt out, have to legally, they are obliged.
So, I'm looking at listings on Amazon for a Kotatsu replacement heater. Not because I need a new one, but because I want like a little heater on my actual like desktop. That would be sick. And if it could like hang from the fucking top of the desktop, that'd be awesome. But if you go down to customers who bought this also listen to these Amazon Music podcasts, it has the Danny Bangino show. I don't know who that fucking is. He sounds like an idiot. He's got an American flag and a talk show, so, you know. He looks like a bodybuilder, so it looks like a dummy. Little Stories for Tiny People. Story podcast show for kids of all ages. And then the Jordan Peterson podcast. What? And of course, Fox News hourly update. What? Why? Why? What the hell is that even? And the stuff they don't want you to know podcast. Like, what? Fortnite emotes? What? Matt Walsh show? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Why do people that are buying fucking Kotatsu replacement heaters also love Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens? I don't understand. Over my dead body. What is that? What is that? Oh, anyways. That's weird. I thought that was weird.
obliged to stop selling your information. So with Aura, you are and keep you safer on not worrying about anyone selling things like VPN, all the likes. And you can get your felt. And thank you, Aura, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into the madness of the transformed wife. A woman wrote to me, submitting isn't natural to me. None of God's commands are natural to us. The flesh wars against the spirit. The flesh is carnal and selfish and wants its own way. Loving our husbands for life and obeying them isn't natural. Loving our children isn't natural. If it were, millions of unborn babies would have been given life. Being good, chaste, discreet, keepers at home, sober, and having meek and quiet spirits aren't natural. This is why God commands aged women to teach these things to younger women. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, wait. Isn't your whole thing about how being a homemaker, looking after your children, and serving your husband is natural? Is that not your whole thing? That like that's what women are designed to do. That's what makes us feel happy and fulfilled, and that's what feels
circular
natural to us.
logic.
And I feel like that's literally your entire argument.
You can't expect
the rest
fucking
of the time.
Conservatives.
So where did this come? It's not natural. It's not. It's a challenge. You know, your life has to be hard in order to prove to God that you are worthy and that you are willing to sacrifice in His name. That's such a sad way to live. First and foremost, making yourself miserable to make God happy. That's so sad. That just makes God seem like a bit of an ass, because surely your God should.
He's a bit of an asshole. What, like?
If your God's entire intention is to make your life miserable, maybe you should find a new God. That's just my opinion.
Also, why is God depressed?
For 1 second about
why
how
is he
you
not
said
happy?
Loving your children.
This guy literally
natural.
fucking made everything. Why isn't he
You have
happy?
to force yourself to love your
It's
children.
almost like he's
like, I understand that
sad
that is true
about something.
for some people. Like,
why would
loving
he be
your children
sad?
can be
Why
difficult. A lot of
feel the
people have
emotion
that
of sadness
from
if
their
you're a
children.
deity?
You know, postpartum depression is a
Like,
thing. Some people just don't.
at least for
have
like
that.
a Christian
But for the most part,
God, like
loving your
that makes
child
no
is like
sense.
one of the most natural parts about being a person. Like, it is an instinct. It is like built into us biologically to want to love and protect this child, the child that we have carried in birth. It is like within our nature to do everything for them, and that goes for a majority of the animal kingdom. So saying loving your child isn't natural and that you struggle to do that, I'm a bit confused.
But on the flip side of that, some animals will leave their children to die just because they make a lot of them. So whether you like it or not, an appeal to nature is not a good argument, because we are not like the other animals on planet Earth. We are different. We are unique because we have culture. We have social norms. We've got societal structures. The animals don't really have that. They have things that we see that resemble what we have, but it's never really like the rules that we notice that they follow aren't always consistent, you know? Like, people are always arguing like, oh, well, appeal to nature, when a lion is like dying and weak, a new lion comes in to take over the pride because the lionesses will like kill the older lion or look for a new lion. And it's like, well, that's not even 100% true. Sometimes when the lion is old, dying, and weak, the lionesses, one of them will grow out their mane and take on the role of a male lion. Because animals don't have a sense for gender. What they do have a sense for is some sort of primitive, like very, very like rudimentary understanding of power and power dynamics. So big lion with big hair means that lion is now the one, and then other lions, no big hair, they not the one. Sometimes little hair lion can become big hair lion. Now that lion is the one. So it's like very like simplistic, like if this then that statements of like the most basic rudimentary ideas that we take for granted as humans, you know, because we have systems like governments, you know, and within those governments there are people that have more power than other people. There is never going to be the big one that is in charge of everything and does like the leadership all the time. Even our most powerful leaders in the world have to lay down in bed and go to sleep. If you haven't paid attention to America's current political climate, sometimes they'll go to sleep during their fucking court case when they're fucking being, like, when they're being prosecuted for like giving people hush money. Like that's sometimes they'll just fall asleep. And these are people that we are claiming to be the leader. So it's like, maybe a lioness growing out her mane to become the quote-unquote leader of the pack. There isn't really a leader of the pack, just sort of the person that is a role and it is filled. Like, it's very simple.
And also sad for your children that you don't love them. You have to force yourself to try to love them. That's a wild thing to say. And also, I'm sorry, like if it were natural for us to love our children, millions of babies would have been given life. That's kind of implying that people who had miscarriages didn't love their children enough for them to be born. And that's really fucked up. I know you're talking about abortions here, but like people seem to forget that miscarriages exist, and you are here implying that miscarriages happen because the people carrying them don't love them enough. And that's
also, she's Christian. Most Christians believe that people that get abortions regret it later in life, meaning they did love the child. So she's contradicting herself with the most basic beliefs that Christians have. Go watch any Christian movie about abortion. The main character will be like, oh, I got an abortion, but actually it's okay. Actually it's okay. I got an abortion, it's okay. And then later on, she'll change her stance and be like, oh, now I regret it. I actually love the fetus.
Really fucked up of you. Live your life what feels good and fulfilling to you. And I'm sorry that you don't love your children, but how are you sitting here and saying that like doing all of this isn't natural and then 5 seconds later saying that it is natural? Like one of the tweets she made like literally like 2 days before this is cuddling with my grandchildren, reading to them, feeding them, and caring for them feels like the most natural thing in the world to me. Being in the workforce always felt unnatural to me. I felt like a fish out of water. We were created to be keepers in our homes. Which is it? These are literally like 2 days apart. Like, I love when they change their teaching depending on who's saying something. Like, not changing their teaching, changing their morals and their beliefs depending on who's...
Like, keepers of what? You're just a keeper? What are you keeping? There's bookkeepers, people that keep the books, They're keeping books. What are books? Books are compilements of either fictional ideas or real world knowledge, and a little bit of both, Science books, history textbooks, and then fiction books, and then autobiographies, and this and that, and this and that. What are these Christian women keeping? What are they keeping? Are they keeping to a task? Are they keeping a thing? What is it? Because, you can only keep so many things before you've just, lost the thing you're trying to keep. Like, what are you keeping? What is to be kept? I don't understand. These Christian conservatives, these evangelical conservatives, just take terms that they think sound cool and then place them into places where it doesn't fit. What is this woman keeping? She's keeping the children from what? From the fucking... from anything that is not conservative? That's what she's keeping? Or is she keeping... like, any knowledge of a deity? Like, I don't understand what the keeping aspect is. What is to be kept?
Asking just because they want to get through to and brainwash as many other people as possible. So being like, this is what's natural to us. This love comes naturally. We are designed to do this. This is what is fulfilling. And then immediately when someone says, not for me, they're like, no, but it's, no, because it's not natural. You have to force it. That's how you know God is happy. Which one is it? Take your pick. You can't say both. You cannot have both of these beliefs. Unless, you're like, loving your children doesn't come naturally, but loving your grandchildren does. Love skips a generation. You didn't love your kids, but you love their kids. That's what's natural. Wild. That baffling.
That happens a lot,
Absolutely
though.
baffling. A couple begins dating, then fornicating, then maybe moving in together. The guy is getting wife privileges for free. No need for commitment. He's happy. The girl begins losing her spark for him. Her expectations of him aren't being met. He's not meeting her emotional needs. She's no longer happy. They begin quarreling. They eventually break up. Then the process begins again. This sours both of them on the idea of marriage. Without a lifelong commitment in marriage, a relationship dies a natural death. Also, women aren't being taught anywhere to be sexually pure, nor how to be wives. It's all a recipe for disaster. It's always so
What?
funny to me when they say this.
But she just said that the older women are teaching people the right lessons. So are the older generation teaching women the right lessons about some deity, or is no one teaching? You see, it's like this, it's just like you said one thing a second ago and then now you're backtracking saying that no one does this thing. Which one is it? Are older women teaching the younger generation to be more godly? Or is no one teaching anyone anything anymore? Like, you can't... Could you pick one? Like, do you mind picking one?
Because, like, this happens in marriage too. Like, the relationship isn't different whether you're married or not. It's just a little bit harder to leave when you're married because you have to go through, like, a whole legal process. But the relationship dynamic itself is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. And a lot of people don't put the same sort of level of importance on a marriage as you do. It's kind of that thing if they're like, oh, if this relationship is falling apart, my emotional needs aren't being met and I'm miserable, whether I'm married or not, I'm gonna leave because I am unhappy. And I think that's a much better way to be. Like, are you trying to say that if you and your husband weren't married, like, take away the certificate, you wouldn't want to be with him? Because, like, that's always what it sounds like. It always sounds like they're trapped. They're like, well, I'm married, so I have to stay because I owe it to him because I said I would in the eyes of God. Like, or do you actually love him and choose to be with him? That's the thing, is that, like, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. One just has a piece of paper attached to it, you know? If you only love your husband because you're married, that's a problem. That's really sad. I personally, I don't really have any desire to get married. But, like, let's say I did. Let's say if I ever decided to get married, I want to be married to someone that I, like, love, you know? Marriage is just like a fun thing that we do to declare our love to one another. That's all it is. I want to be married to someone that I know inside and out. I want to be married to someone whom I trust, whom I love, whom I would, like, give the world for. You know what I mean? Like, I want to marry someone who makes me happy, who makes me better, that we enjoy things together, that there's love and, like, connection, you know? And I can't do that with someone who is a virtual stranger. And it's so funny because, like, you sit here and they, like, all preach about purity and how important that is and, like, how you shouldn't let lust drive you. But the reason they all get married so quickly is, like, just to have sex. Like, marriages happen within months because they're not allowed to be intimate with one another until they get married. So they rush it. Like, why are you rushing? Why do you have to get married so soon? Why do you get married within only a few months of knowing one another? There's no reason other than the fact that you want to have sex. So you are letting lust drive your decision to get married. Whereas if I were to get married, I would want my love and adoration of this person to drive my desire to make me get married. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're the one who has it backwards here. You gotta kiss a few frogs before you get to your prince, you know? Like, that whole saying of, like, sometimes you're gonna get it wrong. And if you marry the first person you meet, you're likely not going to be happy. Like, not all the time. Sometimes it works out perfectly fine. You marry the first person you love or whatever. Like, that's fine. But, like, a lot of the time, you have to get through a few other people. You have to figure yourself out. You have to find someone that you connect with, and that can take some time. And I think that that's, like, valid and that's worth it, and that's, like, a beautiful part of relationships. Some relationships are, like, destined to be just, like, short term. Sometimes there's someone who needs to be in your life for just a little while, and you outgrow each other, and that's healthy and that's normal. And, like, heartbreak is a part of life, and I think that it's, like, a beautiful thing to have someone that you love intensely for just a short amount of time, and having lots of people that you're able to love and learn from and grow with, and you are made up of every person that you've ever met and ever known, and having, like, little pieces of people that you've loved throughout your life is such a beautiful thing, you know? And I just think that, like, you should marry someone that you love. I think, you know, moving in with someone and falling in love with someone and doing all the things a married person would do with someone that you love it's a wonderful thing, and you don't have to be married. Just get married when you're ready to get married. Nothing should really change in the relationship. A marriage should be a declaration of love, not a signing of a contract so that you can have sex. And also, I'm sorry, but purity culture is absolutely still taught. It's taught in a lot of schools. It's taught by churches. It's taught by you. Like, purity culture is still alive and well and thriving, unfortunately. It's a horrible, terrible thing, and it's actually quite dangerous, but it's definitely still prevalent, so don't even try to pretend. Don't even try to pretend that it's not still around. She posted a photo of Taylor Swift with like the Karma's the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me that she like changed the lyrics in Karma to at her Argentina show. And she said, has he committed his life to you in marriage, Taylor? Or is this just another passing fling? You once sang about romance and love. Love is commitment, not living together without marriage. Love sticks together through the hard times. Marriage for a lifetime is true romance. She just got out of a 6.5-year relationship. Like, I would call that commitment and going through a lot of hard times together. She wrote a lot of songs about that relationship and how they got through a lot of hard times together. They had a very lovely, loving relationship, as far as I can tell through the songs that she wrote and you know what we've heard about him. Like, I don't really understand how you can sit here and be like, oh, but are you married? You're not really committed. A 6-year relationship is pretty. That's a pretty decently long amount of time.
At least from the way that they describe it, just kind of sounds like you love somebody until you die. But you could love somebody until you die at like age 80 something. Is that a lifetime?
And I would say that we got through, you know, a lot of bad days, and like he helped me through a lot of hard times, and also there was a lot of like love and commitment and all that. It was only a year of my life, but again, like those relationships that are like short but so important are so important to have, and 6 years isn't a short amount of time. That is a significant amount of time. And for all you know, maybe these two will get married. I don't fucking know. It's a very new relationship, and I don't really think it fucking matters if they're living together or not. Baffling. I don't understand. And also, what's it got to do with you? Leave Taylor Swift alone. There are a lot of things to criticize Taylor Swift for, absolutely, but her having a boyfriend who like comes to her house sometimes is not one of them. It's not one of them. This is her quote retweeting someone that said 70% of unmarried women voted to enshrine child sacrifice into the Ohio state constitution. And she quote retweeted with repeal the 19th. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it once again. If you want to remove women's right to vote, you need to sit down and stop preaching your opinions on the internet or anywhere. If you don't want women to have a voice, you aren't allowed to use your voice. If you don't think women deserve a voice, you as a woman cannot use your voice. She's here like women are meant to be quiet and not opinionated, and we shouldn't have the right to vote. And she's here like, here are all my opinions, here is what all of you have to do, and how dare you be anything different. Here are all of my political opinions, here are all of my political beliefs. Fuck leftists, fuck liberals, fuck communism, but women, you're not allowed an opinion. Like, if you're not allowed an opinion, don't have an opinion. Get off the internet, stop telling people what they're meant to believe and how they're meant to live their lives, because that is you having an opinion. And if you're gonna sit here and say like, how dare you vote leftists into government, like that's a political opinion. And if you don't want that to happen, that means you have to vote conservative. If you are upset that leftists are getting in because women are voting for leftists and you're not doing anything to combat that, then like you're part of your own problem. You are your own worst enemy. You can't complain about who's getting into government if you're not gonna vote against it, unless you are voting, in which case, once again, hypocrite. So acting as though men don't vote for leftists as well. Like, also what leftists? What leftists are in government? What leftists are in government? There's like a handful, maybe, but very, very few leftists are actually successful in political fields, especially in the fucking US. Abortion wouldn't even be an issue in this land if young women were being taught from a young age the value of being wives, mothers, and homemakers instead of pursuing college careers and a paycheck. The latter proliferates fornication and abortion. God's ways are good. I never understand when they're like, if we just taught women conservative values, then abortion wouldn't be a problem. Like, implying that abortion's new. Like, abortion has been around for thousands of years. Abortion is not a new phenomenon. It's not something that people just miraculously started doing in the fucking 1970s. Abortion has always existed. There have always been people who do not want to be pregnant, who do not want to give birth. There has always been those people throughout all of history. Yeah, like this is not a new, it's not a new thing. And in some cultures, it was never seen as something that was sinful or wrong. It was just a normal part of life, you know? It's like not something, it's not something that is like demonized by everyone. I also find it so funny that she's so against like having careers and she's so against like earning money and wanting paychecks, but is also like very anti-communism. Like all of these people are like this. They're always like, I think that we need to have more community. We need to be a stronger community. We should be baking bread for each other. We should be looking after each other's children when, you know, we're sick. We should be having churches together. We should be teaching our own children. We should be doing things for one another. That's communism. If you don't want to care about money and you want to live in a community, and all just like live in like peace and harmony, where everyone just works together and lives together and like exists as their own people without the stress of like the corporate world and no need to go into the workforce. You want communism. That's what you're asking for. These people don't know what communism is. They've just been taught communism bad. And that's all. They've never questioned it. They've never thought about it, which I find so funny because they're also so against modern values. They're so against modern society and they want to be traditional. But capitalism itself is a new concept, like in the grand scheme of things. If you want to go back to being in like, you know, traditional and like they were in the old days, that's not capitalism. It's not capitalism. It's not what it was. It's not been around that long. And although like it wasn't communism, at least in like white Christian society, also it wasn't capitalism. And they are massive capitalists, but they'll never acknowledge that because they benefit from it. The people who are these trad wives who promote this living are obviously married to men who make good money. They're married to men who are able to sustain a very nice life for them and their children and allow them to stay home and live relatively lavishly. So they're not going to complain about it, which again makes them hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. It's Anyway, I think that just about does it for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. 60% of you are regular viewers but are not subscribed, so give it a check and see if you've subscribed or not. Sometimes we forget. A massive thank you to my Sprout and Above patrons whose names are up on the screen right now. I appreciate you greatly. And a massive thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons, Harry, Bobby, Sparrow, Josh, Mandy, Ikazel, Jessica, Eldo, Danielle, Raven, Anoli Like Cannoli, Elias, Apollo, Taylor's Trying, Boston, Chris, Amelia, and Anu. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If anyone else would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat or click the top link in the description. It starts at as little as £1 a month, or for £3 and up you get things such as bonus video podcasts, live streams, outtakes, vlogs, and more. So yeah, I appreciate it greatly. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TheQueerKiwi, and Twitter, ThatQueerKiwi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.
When you close your eyes, you replace the darkness with light. You replace the monsters of fairies, you replace them with love.
Hello, today's video is a bit of a race. 1, to see if I finish filming or if Shabba finishes cooking fast because we're both hangry. And 2, to see if the computer starts rattling again before the end of filming. Let's see what happens. Hey Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video of Festival Shadow. I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And today we are looking at the marvelous things that are LGBTQ plus TikToks. Woo! Yay! I got completely confused with plural or no plural. I don't know. You are being remarkably quiet, computer. I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much. I don't know, what would you do that's nice to a computer? I will dust you. Yes. Sorry. Today, we're going to look through some wholesome, I think, LGBTQ plus TikToks. Wonderful. Much better than other things that we look through. Are you ready to go? Let's go.
What is a common millennial tattoo trend?
So millennials used to get Harry Potter tattoos, specifically the Deathly Hallows symbol. They are now getting cover-ups of those tattoos.
Oh, oh, I feel like that belongs here. Lots of people regretting them because transphobia. I love that it's become a trend to get them covered up. I don't love that people are having to get them covered up. I think it's very sad that those people clearly found something that they loved so much and were so passionate about and brought something positive to their lives in such a way they wanted to get a tattoo to symbolize that. I mean, I have like a Blinky fish tattoo from The Simpsons and stuff and things. I want to get a Bob's Burgers tattoo. I'm literally getting a hedgehog tattoo tomorrow, so hedgehogs better not turn out to be phobic. But it's like people were so passionate about this thing that's just been ruined by the creator just being a total transphobe. But I appreciate how many people are wanting them covered up now and recognize that, like, let's not advertise what she did. Just a lesbian couple who agreed to take things slowly. Oh, is this gonna feed into the whole stereotype that lesbians move really quickly and bring like a U-Haul to a second date? Moved in together September 2019. Insta official June 2020. But when did they meet? That's what I would be curious about. Does not feel too super quick right now. Engaged November 2020, a year after they moved in. It all depends on how long they were together beforehand. It doesn't feel ridiculously fast though, getting engaged a year and a bit after you move in together. Married July 22. Yeah, I would maybe assume that COVID delayed things slightly. Baby number 1, October 23. Baby number 2, booked in for August 24. What? October 23 to August 24. Oh, they wanted them to have a very small age gap. Presuming there's not an adoption process going on. I'm not sure of this couple's specific journey to having kids. Congratulations, I'm very happy for you. Honestly, I'd say the only thing that feels like not slow is the age gap between the kids and then potentially married to first baby. If one of them carried the baby and they had like the whole 9-month gestation period. Sorry, felt very formal. Then getting married July 22 and having your first baby like a year and a bit. It just doesn't feel that fast to me. I don't know. I don't think they've lived up to the stereotype, but this video is cute. It's a very interesting angle. I want to know where the phone was. Hello, just popping in here to let you know that I am going on tour. Oh my god. Spilling the Tea with Jamie and Jabba is coming to the US this June, just in time for Pride season. We're going to the top 7 most voted for cities by you, and we're going to be joined by some amazing people, including Skylar Baylor, Mercury Stardust, and Jackson Bird, and more. So please come along. I'm really hoping that this tour is going to be super uplifting and just an amazing trans safe space. We can talk about my book, do Q&As, sign books. Gonna meet so many of you. I'm really looking forward to it. I am also very nervous though, partly because of anxiety, but also I'm genuinely just worried nobody's going to show up. So please come along if you can, so that I am not talking to an empty room. Although that's definitely my self-esteem, because saying that, I think Seattle might have sold out, but there's plenty of tickets left for the East Coast cities, so come along. You can check out exactly where we're going, who we're going to be joined with, and get tickets for yourself using the link in the description box. Thank you very much. And now I'll let you get on with the video.
Camilla is who I want.
Wait, Camilla is who? Oh, is this from The Crown?
That is where my loyalties lie. That is who my priority is.
Not the mother of your children.
Don't bring the boys into this.
I feel like that's such a thing of like bisexual women's, like types of women they're attracted to, or like women they're attracted to, and it's just like a lot. And then men, and it's just like this really specific type of man, just one specific type. Potentially my wife lives up to that. I could see that. She definitely has a type of like tall, skinny guys with short dark hair and a beard. A little bit nerdy. I'm so her type. Definitely her type seems to be a lot broader when it comes to women. That's cool. I see it. Yeah, I respect it.
Good afternoon, Julia. You know my pronouns are they, them. How are you doing?
Okay, can I just shout out Shiv? If you don't know who Shiv is, they are amazing and you should go follow them. They are so good at staying calm and talking to transphobes and calling them out. So let's see. This British anchor refused to use a non-binary guest pronoun, saying it's grammatically incorrect. Oh, then you're saying that Shakespeare was grammatically incorrect. I have heard of this specific anchor person before and their views.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me your pronouns. I use correct grammar. So the only thing I would need to refer you to is to your face would be you, but I'm not being rude.
You are being rude though. You are using fake grammar to disrespect somebody. And also, even if it was a little bit wrong, why does it matter? Because language evolves and changes constantly. But also, it is not wrong. A singular use of they has been around for hundreds of years. And to try and claim that it's not, you are just trying to hide bigotry and discomfort over trans people, specifically non-binary people in this case, behind fake facts. That's it.
You can choose your pronouns. You can choose what you want to call yourself, but you don't get to require me to use incorrect grammar and factually incorrect things. You're not a plural. You're a one person.
But it's not incorrect grammar. And also, it's like this whole difference of freedom of speech is not the same as freedom of consequence. Sure, you have the freedom to misgender somebody and be an asshole, but there will be consequences to that, and they have the freedom to call you out and make you feel bad for it, as you deserve to feel bad for.
Person.
Truth to
And
power.
you're a female person, so I will use she and her. Thank you very much.
No. Horrendous.
Do what you like, I guess.
Well, there you are. You didn't need to tell me then, did you?
Maybe I'm just making sure people know in case they're watching and they want to refer to me respectfully.
Shiv stays so calm. So much respect.
Is it disrespectful for me to use correct factual grammar?
It's not incorrect or unfactual grammar to use singular they them pronouns for an individual. But we're here to talk about the cast review.
Yeah, but you chose to bring it up.
But you
But
chose
you chose to make a
this.
deal out of something that doesn't deserve to be made a deal out of. You chose to make up fake information to justify disrespecting somebody on TV. Like, why? Why be such an arse?
You chose to use the incorrect pronouns for me.
I
That's
chose to use the
correct.
correct pronouns for a single woman who is appearing on my show.
How dare.
I'm not a single woman though. I'm a very special non-binary trans person, as you just pointed out. I
didn't
really
just point
stand
that
happy
out.
and proud.
I didn't just point that. I introduced you as a journalist and a Virgin Radio presenter.
No, just before I came on, you were talking about how people with all these labels like to be special, and I'm just making sure that everyone knows I'm special.
Okay, I'm not special. I'm just a boring old heterosexual married woman. But, you know, sorry about that. I'm
Awesome.
not allowed to do that
What is
anymore. That probably does
heterosexual?
make me special now. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I know that wasn't as like
sense.
wholesome as LGBTQ plus TikTok normally is, but I wanted to include that because how did Shiv stay so calm? And they do have great points, and just the level of being so respectful back to somebody who's just been a total asshole to you, to your face on television. Like, kudos.
Sorry, folks, the Fallout TV show is apparently too woke for us to enjoy it.
I will just say, potential Fallout spoilers coming, just in case. I have watched it. Brilliant. If you have not watched it and you want to and you don't want spoilers, just in case of spoilers here, skip to this timestamp.
Enjoy it. Wait, Fallout is woke? Well, I never. Some fans are complaining that the new Fallout TV show is way too woke to be good.
How is that a legitimate complaint? It's too woke to be good. What? What place of privilege are you coming from that is your complaint about a TV show? I personally haven't played the games. I've heard about them. There was a lot of diversity in the cast. There was some great choices made in many areas of the show. The fact that people are saying it's too woke to be good? What?
And it's designed as some form of propaganda method. The main complaints that are being said by fans are as follows. The lead character is female. The black male character is bullied, then becomes a hero. The white dad ends up becoming evil. The white male is small and made to look feeble. The other white male is weak and ends up loving his cousin. Another white male is old and useless. And there's symbolism galore throughout the entire show.
I didn't think of any of that as a bad thing or as anything at all. It's too woke because the lead character is a woman. Are you serious?
Zelia Mendez-Jones is also a trans actor who plays one of the characters in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yes, I did know this bit. This was cool. Thank you.
Storyline. Their character, Aspirant Dane, plays a vital role in the development of Maximus's character. What viewers are forgetting though is that Fallout as a whole has always been a pioneer for inclusivity. Fun fact for you, Fallout 2 actually had the first ever same-sex marriage in gaming history.
Shocking that it's been woke all along. Why does this happen? Like, was it Starfield or something? There was another one, and everyone was like, you do realize that the developers of this game, which I think are the same as Fallout. Please, gamers, do not be mad at me if I got that wrong. I think Bethesda. If I'm wrong, I'm scared. But people were like, this gaming developer has always been very open-minded and diverse in the games and the content they create, and you are now complaining about this thing. So I don't understand why people are shocked. Obviously, if something is diverse and open in a gaming format, it would be wrong of them to not transfer that over. What is wrong with diversity? I think people that are offended by the Fallout series, like if you haven't watched it, go watch it and make up your own mind. But people who are offended by that, thinking that it's too woke, I don't know what TV show they were watching, but they must have been sat there with some kind of bizarre, extreme, closed-minded, bigoted, very right-wing, misogynistic, all sorts lens to pick up on all the little minute details. They must be very fragile, white, cis, straight men.
Fallout New Vegas is also one of the most popular games of all time in the trans community. So the fact that the TV series has matched this is exactly what the community should be wanting, seeing as they have been playing the exact same thing for years.
But yes, why the confusion? Things people say to us as a lesbian pregnant couple, also just prefacing this with an apology over the pause of the music, just in case it gets copyrighted, but that they are very much in time with the hand movements. She cheated on you. How? Excuse me? A lesbian couple who are having a baby, one of them is pregnant, and people say that the one who's pregnant cheated on the other one. Do they understand fertility treatment? Damn. Yes, no one cheated. Who's the father? There's no father, just a donor. Poor child won't have a dad. Our baby will have two loving mums, and that's all that matters. Why are people so bizarre around cis het couples having children? What about a dad? And it's like, well, do you say that to single mothers? Why is that a problem? The child is going to have loving parents. Why does that matter? The only context in which it matters is homophobia. And cheated. I can't get my head around that. That is such a bizarre comment to make. My childhood crush versus the girl I'm marrying. Childhood crush. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's one of the most similar ones I've seen. Similarities are wow. They thought they had a type and they were kind of right, but not really. They got there in the end.
What do you do when your neighbors hang a straight pride flag?
Who's hanging a straight pride flag? What the heck? Why? Obviously, they picked the one. Okay, all straight pride flags are very unaesthetic. I'm just going to say it. But they did pick the one that's actually a bit colourful. The main one I've seen is black and white. I swear, this is not just the straight pride flag, though. Hold on, I think this is something else. No, apparently that is just a straight flag. I was like, is it like some kind of cis straight flag? But then I feel like the people who'd hang this kind of flag don't know or like the term cis. Yeah, what do you do when your neighbour does that?
You hang yours louder and prouder and receive compliments from everyone.
I
Happy
love
gang, everybody.
Happy gaying. Go you. I feel so proud for you. I love that. I feel like, not to make it negative, it would concern me and make me feel very uncomfortable, but I have so much respect for somebody who's just kind of gone, F you, here's my flag that's bigger and actually deserves to be waved, because straight pride, if you think that a straight pride is needed, then I don't even know what to say to you, because it's really not. When you are discriminated against and don't have equal rights based on the fact of being straight or cis, then you can have a pride and a pride flag, but that doesn't happen, so no. I'm very glad that they've had compliments and support from other people, though.
We're lesbians over 30. Of course we still get confused when we hear straight people use the term partner.
Okay, for real though, Shabba and I say partner. I think we kind of more say husband and wife now that we're married, but we did always say partner, although we are not straight. People assume we are, because we are a man and a woman in a relationship, but we are both bi, and yes, so we're not individually straight, if that makes sense. We say partner. But what I would say is, whenever I hear people use the term partner, it does like make my brain ping as like, are you straight or not? Okay.
We're queers in our 30s. Of course we've all been to rehab. We're queers over 30. Of course we have a Harry Potter tattoo we regret.
We're queers in our 30s. Of course us butches still look like 15-year-old boys.
We're queers over 30. Of course we're aging well and fashionable.
Yes.
I'm a queer over 30. Of course I have digestive issues.
Is that just being over 30 though? Just a question.
We're queers over 30. Our first lesbian crush was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Wait, does this guy have a nose? I don't remember if I ever gave him a nose.
I'm sorry.
We're queers in our 30s. Of course we've dated a therapist.
Oh dear.
We're queers over 30. Of course our exes are still our emergency contact.
I might not have given
We're
him a
queers
nose.
over 30. Of course we're walking to the next bar with bad news.
Bad knees, no. Lovely. Is being 30 being over 30? I am 30, so would I say over 30 or just in my 30s? I'm in my 30s. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, another one.
We're a queer couple. Of course guys are shocked we've been together for 3 years.
Why? Do they just think that all like LGBTQ relationships are short? Why would they be shocked?
We're a queer couple. Of course we know you're
Why
curious.
would they be shocked?
We're a queer couple. We know you're gonna ask us if we want to have kids.
And then how you will have them.
We're a queer couple. Of course we already have our firstborn child's name picked out.
We're a queer couple. Of course we miss each other when we're apart for an hour.
We're a queer couple. Of course we have matching dates.
Matching dates? What's match? Oh,
We're a
okay.
queer couple. Of course we give all our straight friends dating advice.
We're a queer couple.
Yes.
Of course we wear each other's clothes.
We're a queer couple.
Yes, that seems, although a lot of the couples I know accidentally sometimes dress like twins. Although a lot of them don't. Any couple that has similar style often dresses like twins or siblings or just ends up having very identical wardrobes.
And we're gonna remind you of that every day.
We're a queer couple. Of course we hold hands immediately when we see another queer couple.
Solidarity.
We're a queer couple. Of course we're gonna coordinate outfits.
Love it.
We're a queer couple. Of course we use the same toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer, and pretty much every other product.
We're a queer couple.
Do people not? Do cis straight couples not use the same like ever?
'cause
That stuff just seems so like unnecessary. You could just double up.
There's
Like,
man
you
soap,
not
and
double
then
up,
there's
what is it?
woman
You
soap.
just combine, and then you only have to have one of each, and it saves space.
Queer couple. Of course we recycle.
We're a queer couple.
I think they're a queer couple, everybody. Yes, I love it. Wonderful. Hold on. What conservatives think happens when they walk by an LGBTQ plus person? Oh my god, they're revealing the truth behind the conspiracy theory. Trip. Oh. Yes. When you... Yes, if you walk anywhere near an LGBTQ plus person, you will become LGBTQ plus. Yes. Covered in glitter, covered in rainbows, everything. It just happens. When you've had a bad day, but then you remember it could be worse. You could be attracted to men. Oh, like, yes, you could be. Oh my god. Also, I feel like to any men who are offended by that, it's because you're fragile. And that's all of them today. Yes. Wow. That was felt like quite a quick pit stop through LGBTQ plus TikTok. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do a video like this again, please send me more. Send me the videos so that this video could be longer. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Let's drop a little pride flag or pride flags or lovely little a rainbow or something in the comments to support the person who hung the pride flag from their house to get back at the straight pride flag across the road. Yes, because I think that was very cute to do. And yeah, as always, think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And I'll see you next time. Much love. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
This is the moment that ruined Signs. When writer-director M. Night Shyamalan unleashed the film into the world in 2002, audiences had no idea what to expect. Literally, the filmmaker had made a name for himself by delivering powerful twists. In that respect, Signs was no different, which is exactly the problem.
Okay, let's be honest here, okay? When he made Unbreakable, oh my gosh. I went crazy for that movie. I think my dad was watching Unbreakable, and I started watching, I was like, I'm sorry. This guy is a superhero, but he's in the real world? What the fuck does that even mean? Who the fuck made this movie? You know, I was just so dumbfounded by what that could possibly mean. He's a superhero, but he's in the real world. And he's literally unbreakable. And his fucking arch nemesis is a guy who fucking loves superheroes. And of course, it was Samuel L. Jackson who played the villain. Like, of all the people who could have played a villain. A comic book villain, even. It had to be Samuel. I mean, they literally, like, if you go and see the fucking inspiration for the ultimate version of Nick Fury, it's the creator literally said, I based this character design off of Samuel L. Jackson. It is Samuel L. Jackson. Like, come on, dude. Come on. That's crazy. And he's the villain? Come on, man.
Before we dig deep into the problem, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Nerdstalgic so you don't miss what we put out next.
Yeah,
The Sixth Sense was a Hollywood sensation before it was ever committed to film.
I see dead people. Oh yeah,
Despite M. Night Shyamalan having very few credentials to his name, the script caused an uproar among several studios, with Disney ultimately winning out over Columbia Pictures, DreamWorks, and New Line Cinema. They bought the script for around $3 million, made the movie for $40, and then raked in $673 million at the box office in 1999. A year later, Shyamalan repeated his success, albeit to a lesser extent, with Unbreakable, making Disney $248 million worldwide. While those numbers would have been enough to put Shyamalan on the map, his success wasn't just fiscal. As both writer and director, M. Night's creative vision was stylistically distinct and a refreshing change of pace for the Hollywood landscape of the late 90s and early 2000s. His ability to stir latent fear and inspire wonder had droves of fans flocking to theaters, but it was the mind-bending twists that truly captured the interest of moviegoers. We came to know Shyamalan as a filmmaker who explored broader thematic concepts under the guise of a fairly straightforward plot, with a sudden and satisfying twist ending. So with two hugely successful projects under his belt, Disney was happy to greenlight his third project. That third project turned out to be Signs. Signs was a massive financial success on release, and critics were enamored with the mystery, intensity, and message. Shyamalan was touted as a born filmmaker and compared to Alfred Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg, and yet, despite the heaping praise, not everyone was on board. There were a few main points of contention among critics and general moviegoers. The first is that none of these characters behave like real people, though, let's be honest, none of Shyamalan's characters ever do.
What? No!
The stilted pacing of conversations, dry humor, and bizarre dialogue are all expected facets of a Shyamalan film, and that's as true today as it was in 2002. Intentional or not, the unreal quality of these people and their situation adds to the sense of wrongness and unease in Shyamalan's world. Though the bigger and more important issue with Signs is its ending, and if you never watched the movie, we recommend you click off now, because there will be some major spoilers ahead. Signs follows ex-Reverend Graham Hess, played by Mel Gibson, as he and the rest of the world endure a terrifying alien attack. Having recently lost his wife and subsequently his faith, Graham spends most of the movie asking people not to call him father anymore.
Caroline,
Don't call me father.
please stop calling me father.
He lives with his two children, as well as his younger brother, Joaquin Phoenix's Meryl. Over the course of the film, we learn a few things about Graham's family members. The first is that his son Morgan, played by Rory Culkin, is asthmatic. The second is that his daughter, Beau, played by Abigail Breslin, is very particular about her water and leaves half-finished glasses all over the house. And the third is that Meryl used to be a prolific minor league baseball player.
You've got 2 minor league home run records, don't you?
In fact, that's basically all we learn about his family. We never get a deeper sense of who any of these people are. Eventually, the family finds themselves trapped in the basement by alien invaders. They re-emerge 12 hours later, having learned via a radio report that for some unknown reason, the aliens have fled Earth. Except one. The straggler is standing in their living room, holding Morgan's limp body, and attempting to poison him. This is when we get an important flashback scene transporting us to the night Graham's wife died. Her final words were to tell Meryl to swing away, which meant nothing in the moment, but now that Meryl is standing in front of his commemorative baseball bat and facing down an alien, he takes them to heart. Luckily for him, the alien just sort of stands around waiting to be hit. Then it gets knocked into one of Beau's old glasses of water. It's revealed that water is toxic to it. After a glass pours directly onto its head, the alien finally dies. Graham gives Morgan an epinephrine shot, and he survives, though Graham attributes it to the fact that Morgan's lungs had seized, so he couldn't inhale the alien's poison. After a time jump, we see Graham come out of the bathroom dressed in his clergy outfit. He walks out of frame, and we fade to black. So let's address the alien in the room here. A highly advanced species landed on a planet that was 70% poison, sent a handful of scouts down to terrorize the locals, and then escaped into the night, never to be seen again. There's an added layer of frustration here because the rest of the movie does an excellent job of building up the tension around the aliens. We see their crop circles, hear them speak, see their silhouette, and catch glimpses of them with practical effects before seeing a grainy Bigfoot-style home video of their full body. The end squanders all of the work M. Night put into making these things so terrifying, rendering them nothing but big, dumb animals. The idea that aliens could be intelligent enough to develop interstellar travel, yet couldn't be bothered to check if Earth was safe for them is laughable. And seeing their CGI bodies in broad daylight with a total lack of self-preservation removes the last shred of threat that they may have posed. There have been many arguments through the years defending and interpreting the end of Signs, and while Shyamalan hasn't confirmed any of them, he has told us what the movie is really about. In an interview with The Ringer in 2020, Shyamalan said, "The sofa scene in Signs is what the movie is actually about, where he and his brother talk about what kind of person are you? Do you believe in things? Or is it all just chance?" That sofa scene he's talking about shows up about halfway through the movie's runtime. It features Graham and Meryl sitting together together in their living room. After seeing reports of aliens all over the world, Meryl wonders if this is the beginning of the end and hopes for a life-saving miracle. His brother, on the other hand, believes the world is chaos and there will be no miracle that comes to save them. Of course, Graham is the hero of this story. Anyone who understands the basics of a hero's journey knows that the film is telling us that Graham is wrong in this scene and he'll undergo a change that will reestablish his faith. And that's exactly what happens when the aliens attack. With that in mind, the twist ending in Signs isn't that the aliens are weak to water. That fact is actually telegraphed to us earlier in the movie with one of Shyamalan's trademark gratuitous cameos.
I don't think they like water.
The real twist is that everything happens for a reason, and Graham just needed to believe. Morgan had asthma because he needed to survive the attempted poisoning. Bo had to be picky about her water so they could use her extra glasses as ammunition. Meryl had to be a minor league baseball player who never went pro so he could be home with his family and beat down the alien more professionally. And Graham's wife had to die to deliver a prophetic message. Unsatisfying doesn't even begin to cover how bad this so-called twist is. It really shines a light on Shyamalan's worst tendencies as a writer and director. With his previous two films, the third act reveals helped wrap up the story and added interesting context. Once you know Dr. Crow's fate, the events of The Sixth Sense are even more fun to watch unfold. Knowing the true nature of Elijah Price's character in Unbreakable puts his relationship with David Dunn in a new light. Obviously, Shyamalan wanted to pull off another mind-blowing reveal with Signs. He wanted to do it in a way that touched on a deeper theme of faith and belief, and he was willing to sacrifice basic logic, character development, and the fear of his antagonists to do it. Knowing the end of Signs does nothing for its audience. If anything, on a rewatch, you'll only notice how blatantly and clumsily the tracks have been laid to reach the intended destination. There was never any mystery or subtlety. Whether we knew it at the time or not, this movie spelled disaster for Shyamalan. After Signs, the mystique of Shyamalan's filmmaking started to wear off. He put out a string of bad movies punctuated by one or two that were worth watching before trying to create his own cinematic universe with 2019's Glass. Since then, Shyamalan has been turning out movies with the same tired tropes. His characters still speak like robots.
The four of us are here to prevent the apocalypse.
He still makes unnecessary cameos, and every movie ends with a perfunctory twist. It no longer feels unique and fresh like it did in the early 2000s, and at this point, the best twist we can hope for is that Shyamalan finally switches up his formula before he fades out of relevance entirely. And well, that's the end of today's video. Thanks so much for watching to the end. If you liked what you saw, let us know by hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to Nerdstalgic.
Are we ready for a lovely, wholesome time? Yay. Hey, Spaz, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. Yes, I'm trying to break my own record of how quickly I say my intro. Probably not a good idea. Today, we're looking at the positive, relatable, joyful LGBT plus memes. I know we look at homophobic and transphobic memes a fair bit and other transphobic and homophobic things, but today we're here to have like a palate cleanser. Is that what we're going to call this? A palate cleanser? Are you ready? What if we kissed? Oh, what if we did kiss? Okay. In a cozy, warm living room in the forest while it was raining and we were both boys. That is definitely LGBTQ plus.
Yo.
It feels very much fitting for Suddenly Gay. Ta-da! And they were gay, or bisexual, or just not straight. Remember to include the trans community in your holiday celebrations. After all, Christmas without the HRTs is just Sismas. No, it's not. Hold on. Take out the H and the R and... It is. Oh my god. Trans people are required for Christmas to happen. Also, isn't there a thing that
That's
Jesus
crazy.
was trans because he was born by immaculate conception and therefore wouldn't have had XX chromosomes? Because where did the Y come in? But yeah, Christmas without HRT is just Sismas. I like that. Merry Christmas in this fine month of April. Fire ants are being laced with homosexual chemtrails to bite Christians and convert them to homosexuality. I feel like there will be some religious homophobes who see that and are like, oh,
That's how they do it. Oh my god, I knew it.
and they will genuinely think that their conspiracy theory has been proven, right? When in reality it's just a massive joke. But yeah, the gay fire ants are on their way to bite the homophobes. May your holiday season be merry and gay and not Sismas. Beautiful. It's nowhere near Christmas. I don't know why I'm getting holiday themed memes in spring, but I don't hate it. When you realize you'll never be a gay outlaw in the Old West robbing saloons with your boyfriend. Sad, but also maybe for the best. I don't know what the Old West would have been like for gay cowboys. Was it an accepting time period? I really feel like perhaps not, but then I don't know the most about it, so I don't want to label it as unaccepting. If it was really accepting, we've just gone downhill since then. But it just feels like it could be a breeding ground of toxic masculinity and homophobia, but that's just my assumptions from the movies. I'm sure there's places that you could go and recreate it, and you could like dress up as a cowboy for the day. I'm probably quite happy to not be a trans outlaw in the Old West. I think I will take nowadays. Oh no, we don't like just coming out to school and saying I'm LGBTQ. No, it can't be that simple. That's too simple. I think that's a great way. But what do we like? Oh yes, subtle hints, i.e. pride hockey jersey and pride pin. Yeah, a rainbow lace here, a pride pin there. We're gonna tease people. We're gonna make all the other LGBTQs in the school question, are they? Are they? Do we dare ask? Do we dare assume? What should we do right now? Violets are blue, roses are red. Yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever had garlic bread? That is an asexual meme, if ever I've seen one. Garlic bread is pretty nice. Garlic bread is certainly better than flowers, in my opinion. I'll take garlic bread over violets and roses. Go comment a baguette if you love garlic bread. Is there a garlic bread emoji? Let me look this up, because if there isn't, I think that is phobic to asexual people. You could do a garlic bulb and a baguette, and that would technically be garlic bread, and then you could do like a little green leaf for the herbs. And then butter, there is butter. You've got all the ingredients you need. They just don't have garlic bread in its final form. You need to make it yourself. They could do better. Me seeing an LGBT positive post on a non-LGBT sub. Well, hey, inclusivity, diversity. We're seeing things outside of the lovely inclusive bubble. The downvoted comments are the LGBT positive ones. Oh. I see. I feel like the internet and attitudes on the internet, if you step outside the LGBTQ plus safe bubble areas of the internet, it can feel like a very phobic place. I think a lot of people hide behind their keyboards and their screens and anonymous little photographs to hate on other people when that isn't something they would ever action or do in real life. Some would, but I think a lot of them wouldn't. It's almost like a breeding ground for homophobic and transphobic and all the kind of phobic echo chambers, right? So although yes, like unfortunately when LGBTQ plus things fall onto a section of the internet that isn't specifically targeted towards or doesn't specifically draw in LGBTQ plus people and allies, there will often be a lot of homophobia on it. But when people are surveyed out and about and we get, you know, opinions of the general population and general public, we don't see that same level of homophobia. It's just people seem to gain so much power and confidence by going online, but they also seek it out. It feels really big and loud, but mostly it's just loud because it's people who really, really want to express being homophobic are drawn into these places. It's like a little flame and they're the ignorant moths.
No, Harry, no! Don't look at the light! I can't help it.
Oh look, we've got the same meme but with different words. Homosexuality has been observed. Homosexuality. Homosexuality, Simpsons, has been observed in over 1,500 species, but homophobia has only been observed in one species. Why am I struggling to say observed? And that species belongs to the genus Homo sapiens. Hello. I swear I've seen a thing where somebody was told that they were like a Homo sapien and like,
no, I'm not, I'm straight.
Lovely. Yeah, this is a thing when people say that like, oh, being gay isn't natural. Actually, Karen, being homophobic isn't natural because we see a lot of homosexual behavior in the animal kingdom. What are you going to tell me? That penguins aren't natural? Get a girlfriend, son. Ah. Or a boyfriend. He's bi. Kids just like, oh, shut up, please. Stop talking. Damn, nobody want you for real. Poor kid's just getting roasted. See, that's the thing. I don't really think that being bisexual, it doesn't double the number of people who will be interested in you because there's multiple factors at play, right? Say you're like a bisexual guy, obviously straight guys are not going to be into you, lesbians not going to be into you, then anybody who's even just a little bit biphobic or just a little bit uncomfortable with the concept of being with someone who's bisexual, not going to be with you. And then obviously people still need to be interested in you on a level of like your personality and your looks, and you need to be interested in them. This kid should not feel bad. Being bi does not mean that you're more likely to find somebody than if you were gay or straight. They're gay. Oh, I love it. They made the banana gay. Good choice. Two bros rescuing each other. Lovely. We support them. Karen talking about gay marriage. Rah. Angry sunflower with teeth. I'm finding it really uncomfortable that that flower has teeth and a tongue. Ew. Like, imagine a flower with teeth like that, like human teeth. Karen talking about her 10 divorces. Oh, me? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Gay marriage isn't valid. It's not divorce, and it's not various other things like forced marriages that are destroying the sanctity of marriage. No, it's gay people wanting to get married. That's the true destructive power in this world. Imagine if LGBT plus community were actually as powerful as the bigots seem to think they are. Like, imagine if we just had all that power. Like, imagine if all rich, famous celebrities were trans. Hello, transvestigators. Imagine if gay marriage had the power to destroy marriage. Like, come on. Karen just needs to let it go. Real conversation I just witnessed while ringing up two guys and their new puppy, a dog collar, ringing up. Oh, I thought they meant on the phone, but they mean like at a till, right? Like scanning it. Guy 1, look at us breaking gender norms. We bought her a blue collar. Guy 2, every day we break gender norms. We're literally married, Mike. I think buying a girl collar of blue, a girl collar of blue.
Buying a girl collar a blue dog.
Buying a blue collar for a girl dog is not the most revolutionary act of breaking gender norms that this couple has ever done, but it is a lovely little act. It's the whole as well, like good boy treats and good girl treats for dogs. They literally, you could put a boy dog in a pink tutu and they will not care. I mean, unless they really don't like wearing clothing and then they might care. But you could use the girl shampoo on the boy dog, not going to care. Same goes for human children. If you don't raise them to be scared of stepping outside of things that are like stereotypical stereotypical for their gender, then they're not going to be fussed. If you allow a boy to explore more feminine things and show that it's okay for him to like those things, like more feminine activities or clothing or colours, they're not going to think anything of it. They're not going to be concerned if Aunt Betty brings round a princess sticker book instead of a prince one. Nobody needs to freak out. It's okay. Can I have a straight flag? It's somehow not fair that you despise straight people and don't flag us. I think straight people should be thankful that there was never a necessity for them to have a flag. There's a reason why there is a pride flag. There's a reason why there's a pride for LGBT plus people and not straight people. My bad, bro. Literally a straight flag. It's not for straight people, but it is a straight flag. It's a little bit homophobic, isn't it? That all the flags have straight lines. My dad's homophobic opinions when I'm around. Oh, tiptoeing. SpongeBob is that meant to be tight on SpongeBob's head? Wow. My dad's homophobic opinions when he thinks I don't hear him. This is really awkward. Clearly there's an awareness from the dad that homophobia is hurtful. So when he's around somebody that he knows the homophobic opinions are going to hurt, he's all like, oh, better not. But then as soon as he's like, oh, they can't hear me.
Homophobia everywhere.
So why do it at all? It's something that hurts your child to the point where you try and tiptoe around it in their presence. Why would that not be something that you would want to kind of have an internal look at? Maybe I should readjust my thinking and my worldview here as much as I can, because the way I'm thinking and the way I'm talking hurts somebody I love. Homophobes be like, no, I hate rainbows. Oh, keep the rainbow away from me. Do you know that if a rainbow touches you, you will be LGBTQ+. It's what happened to me. I was walking down the street one day, when you're walking down the street, and I reached the end of a rainbow and trans and bi, because I was right in the rainbow. It hit me twice. I really like how just some colours put together has become something so feared and so like discomfort causing to bigots. It's great. It's like wave a little flag and they disintegrate. Straight. They have straight but not gay homophobic genes. How dare. How dare. I've never thought of this before, but that is not appropriate. Where are the gay genes? Cis is not a slur. A slur. Now say it together. Cis is not a slur. Why can't you just say normal? The alternative to cis, if people really don't like it, you are non-transgender. That's the other way of saying it. It's not appropriate to say trans women and women, or trans women and normal women, because like, one, what is normal, and two, you're implying that there is something wrong with being trans and there is something like too other about trans people, when in reality the only time we use the term cis is when it's contextually relevant to differentiate between like trans people and cis people, which isn't all too often, to be fair. It only comes up a lot for me because it's literally my job to talk about trans issues quite a lot of the time, and a lot of that is breaking down transphobia, so I typically will use trans and cis a lot. But if you think about like everyday situations and just like typical day-to-day life, it really does not need to come up that often. Trans women are women, trans men are men, so the only time when you'd have to differentiate groups of men and women is when it was important to be like, you know, if we're talking about topic A and we have trans men and cis men, if they need to be differentiated maybe for like certain healthcare reasons. Doctors describe his condition as stable but homosexual. Me? How bad is it, doc? Give it to me straight. I'm afraid I can't do that. Where was this written? His condition is stable but homosexual. It's like, oh, he's healthy. He's fine. He's not gonna die, but he is gay. Why is that relevant? This must be relevant. We enjoy romance songs where women sing about loving other women. Lesbian flag. We enjoy romance songs where men sing about loving men, other men. We enjoy romance songs where women or men sing about loving the opposite gender. The straight. Look at it in comparison to the others. It's so not aesthetically pleasing. You want a flag? That's what you get if you're straight. The bi flag. Huh? A romance song? I'm going to add it to my playlist. Can't believe J.K. Rowling is in The Sims 4. Let's leave that one here. LGBTQ. Let's get biryani tonight, queen. I like that. I showed that to Shaba because every family event, every like party, birthdays, every celebration, anything, we always have biryani. This was just very cute. That's the real meaning of LGBTQ. It's for the biryani lovers out there. Praying the gay away. No, small brain energy. Gaying the prey away. That is enlightenment. That is big brain moment right there. Pansexuals, after hearing yet another, haha, you guys love cooking pans joke. Turns out I can deliberately make my voice sound like I'm 3 months on tea. I would love to hear an original pansexual joke that was not related to cookware. I'd also love to hear a bisexual joke that is something to do with like bicycles or things with 2 wheels or 2 anything. Day 342. Breeding an army of lesbian geckos. See, homosexuality in nature. A character being gay as just a fun side fact. No, why have the character gay if it's not important to the story? A character being gay because that's the entire plot of the story. story. No, why would you make the entire story about characters being gay? That's weird. And this one was called I Think You Just Hate Gay People, Buddy. You can never win. Really, what they're saying is just don't include gay people on any level ever, please. God created man and woman. Satan made gays and transgender. Thanks, Satan.
Thanks, Satan.
I've seen the other version of this where it's
Thanks,
the aunt. Is it Hilda? I can't remember the other aunt's name. It's one of the aunts. And she's
Where's
just, like,
Satan
praised
from? What game is Satan
that was
from?
sad. Oh, no.
Is it just
Someone at work
generic
makes a transphobic joke.
game?
How dare they? Why
Is it just like
is
a
it
this is
funny?
generic
Like, oh, yes, let me
evil
just
bad
punch
guy
down
in
on
game?
marginalised
is
community.
Satan?
How hilarious am I? But we're happy. No one laughs. That is just the best response. If you are an ally and you're wondering how you can be an ally, if somebody says a transphobic joke, if you don't feel comfortable to call them out on it, you don't have to. Never put yourself in a situation where you don't feel safe. But just don't laugh. Make it really awkward. If they say a transphobic thing and they're like waiting for that laugh, just be like, Kristen Stewart, uncensored. I want to do the gayest thing you've ever seen in your life. That sounds brilliant. Fun fact about me. Before I realized I was trans, I went on a journey with my sexual orientation. I at the very least knew that I wasn't straight, and I was certainly, when I was younger, I think I primarily find like women attractive, and I had the biggest crush on Kristen Stewart. And because I didn't know I was trans, I was like, is she gonna come out? Like, you know, when you're younger and you're just like, I think there's a lot more representation now. When I was a teenager, like, you know, 15 to 12 years ago, it felt like there was nothing. Like, we didn't have this abundance of streaming services, an abundance of TV shows, an abundance of things that were directed towards LGBTQ plus people, and particularly like things like Heartstopper and Sex Education, where there were LGBT plus characters, and where it was like a specific show directed towards LGBTQ plus teenagers as well. That didn't exist. It felt like clutching at straws to find representation. So if there was somebody that you had like a suspicion about, especially if you thought they were attractive, it was
like
just
highlighter
but,
yellow.
You know, not that people ever have to come out. My dad, it's not logical how the percent of people who claimed, it's not logical how the percent of people who claim to be LGBT has gone up so much in such a short time. Me, you're left-handed. There's a similar pattern going on here, and I wonder what the correlating factor is. Oh, it's acceptance. Funny that. As soon as we show people that something about them isn't bad and they're allowed to be that thing, suddenly there's more people being that thing. But not because they weren't before, but just because they realize they can be, like, openly themselves. Homophobes. I don't like these modern days when men can sleep with men. Ancient Greece. Incredibly gay. Nothing that would fall under being LGBTQ plus is a new idea. And we've had periods in time and certain societies and communities in the world where these things have been accepted and embraced. Anybody who thinks it's new is absolutely misinformed. Remember to stay hydrated, keep calm and carry on. And for the love of God, iron your goddamn flags. I have to say, this is incredibly unaesthetic. It's really just not pleasing for the eye. It's all very fair that it's stay hydrated. Are you hydrated? I have juice. Keep calm and carry on. Yeah, depends. And yeah, iron your flags. That's a really good idea. I never thought about the fact that every single time you see a pride flag, it is very wrinkled. Very, very wrinkled. And they're always straight lines. So I think it's actually imperative that you iron out the additional straight lines from your flags, because they shouldn't be there. Me, when I'm accidentally flirting with a cute girl I met online, Olivia flirted as naturally as she breathed. Oh, because it was accidental. Also me, when I'm trying to intentionally flirt with a cute girl in real life, confused screaming. It's always the case. It's like when the spotlight is on and you have to do something. Well, I mean, not that you have to flirt, but you know what I mean. When you are trying to intentionally do something like that, it doesn't work. Accidentally, absolutely fine. And then when you actually want to flirt with somebody, nothing. The barrel is empty. Having extra discrimination from inside the community on top of outsiders, trans people, and bisexuals, and both. Does that mean I have like quadruple? There is transphobia, there is biphobia. Why does that exist? It's literally coming from people who faced bigotry for very, very similar reasons and still face bigotry that sounds identical, but just with trans being swapped out for gay and bi being swapped out for gay. And yet they are putting that on other people. They are being the discriminators while still being discriminated against. It's not a chain that you need to create a link between. Just be nice. Lesbian fashion spectrum. Matilda. 1, 2, 3. I mean, Danny DeVito, fashion icon in this movie, right? 4. Hello, lesbian viewers. You're wonderful. If you want to, please comment below what number you fall into on lesbian fashion spectrum, if any. I've had this friend with benefits 10 years ago. She ended it for a good reason. There's someone I like romantically. Go get her. Good luck. Now they're married and we're just platonic friends. But one benefit remains. I can't believe she still lets me do this on Netflix. A decade of free Netflix. Oh, lucky. My secret lesbian comics. I love it. Oh no, I'm straight, but I find Anakin hot. Panic. That's okay, I'm probably gay. Calm. Oh god, what am I? Panic. Did anybody have a bisexual awakening watching this era of Star Wars? You know, both Anakin and Padme, very hot. A little pansexual flag with hamsters. Why is everyone why the hamsters and cherries pansexual? Explain if you can. I don't know. Born this way with penguins. Penguins feel kind of fitting because there's lots of gay penguins. They have little families. They take the eggs that are abandoned or don't have parents. I'm not going to cheat on you. The stereotypes do lie. With frogs. See, I'm bisexual and I don't understand the frogs. Because wasn't there a meme about the pretending the frog's gay? Not bi. This is a little king frog or queen frog or monarch frog or a royal frog. I don't know. Sugar daddy. C12H22O11 papa. Sucrose father. Fructose plus glucose man. Is that like beta delta fructo furanosyl alpha delta glucopyranoside human male? The term human male, because it's used so frequently to be transphobic, trans women, like the whole human female thing is like, ugh, gives me icky vibes. I'm not even going to try the bottom one. But yeah, the ultimate level of sugar daddy is whatever the heck that is. But then it says XY. So like,
You, David!
Human male and XY. I did not look at this meme before. I reacted to it right now, and I'm getting like non-trans inclusive vibes from this. Yeah, maybe we don't hooray this one. You. Pointing at you. What's going on? Yeah, don't worry about this guy. He just points at valid people. That's you and me pointing at me from my screen. The sapphic people be like, ah yes, my awakening. Is that a character from Ice Age? Who is that? She-Ra. I literally googled Ice Age Lady Sabretooth and it wanted to correct it to Ice Age Last Sabretooth, and I'm like, no Google, I wanted to look at the Sabretooth tiger who is a woman, okay? Thank you. I want to be like hands up in the comments who had some kind of awakening from a cartoon character. I feel like, is it Kovu from The Lion King? Was that for many people? Let me just remind myself. Yes, Kovu from The Lion King.
No.
And I feel like it's just a thing. Comment down below if a cartoon character was your awakening in some way. Lovely. And that was it. We're ending on a sapphic awakening. One. How marvelous. If you like this video, I like making them, so I'm always going to be coming back with some more positive LGBT plus memes for you, and sometimes like trans specific ones and bi specific ones. If there's any other types you want me to look at that you would like me to explore, and I don't know, then I can do that. I've looked at non-binary memes in the past and asexual memes. If you like this video, think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.
This character's skin is white because he was cursed to be fireproof. It's a terrifying thing to learn that you are no longer fucking what's it called? He's fireproof, but he's fireproof because it's a bad thing. I promise it's a bad thing. There we go. Can't really see it, but yeah. And of course, a little. He's a bit shy. He's just a bit shy, really. Of course he can't blush. He's white. His skin is white. He doesn't blush. How can he blush when his fucking skin, it's literally magic skin. He's got magic skin. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? one is in this level? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Did I run out of videos to watch? I could have sworn there were more videos in the playlist. Oh. What the hell? Where's my cursor?
Explain about like, yes, you agree with that?
Yes, Aiden.
Okay,
But society always does that because it's ingrained into the more traditional way. Society already shows you that.
We're currently watching XQC actually put up a pretty strong defense at the behest of trans teenagers and gender affirmation, medical intervention.
And I was thinking to myself, you could never pay me a certain amount of money to open up a clip that has all these people's names and the title, but yet here you are listening to it and dissecting it.
I mean, it is actually remarkable in many ways because one, XQC is doing better than I would have expected and is like more open-minded than I would have thought. And yeah, no, it's actually more entertaining than I thought it was.
And those things in the more heterosexual way, because you are that, you're not seeing it, and you don't identify that. But because there's a few examples of non-hetero things. Oh my God, they're putting. You say 20 movies about girls and guys. Oh whatever. Yeah, you're in the time. One guy kisses another guy. Oh my God, the agenda, gays. Relax, brother. It's not that big of a deal. Christ, that's insane.
I also play the role of XQC translator because he speaks in an ancient language called Pepegon. So what he's saying here is that seeing homosexual acts on television as a child or as an adult is not going to convince you to become homosexual because you are actually just simply gay or you're not.
You're making it a problem. Like, they're not pushing an agenda. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
So you don't think putting gay LGBTQ in the kids section of Target? You could put in the regular section of Target. Cool, that's fine. You know,
is it though? What would that be fine? Because I feel like if the right wing got mad at that, Aiden would also be mad at that as well. It's just all a matter of like responding to stimuli for this man. Okay, barely a man.
So this man just said
it wasn't
gay
in
stuff in a
the
separate section of
fucking.
Target.
No, he's mad that like, well, he's not really. He's just repeating things that he's heard like a child, because he has a child's brain. But basically, what he is saying is what conservative adults have said.
Literal
who
like
also have
fucking
childlike
propaganda.
brains.
Like
But,
it wasn't
it's
in
really
the child
that
section.
there is a queer pride section at Target that features both adult clothes for pride, but also child's clothes that have like a rainbow on it or something of that nature. Why is this a problem? Because it is the agenda that they are promoting. Who's they? We don't know, but they are promoting an agenda to make children queer. Yeah. Does Aiden Ross get weirded out when he sees Ken and Barbie being sold together? Does he know they? I don't think he knows things. But yeah, this is it. Target becomes latest company to suffer backlash for LGBTQ plus support. Pulls some Pride Month clothing.
What's confusing me is that's true. Like, same people don't get mad. Like, whenever kids are like, "We're gonna play house and we're married." Like,
yeah, because that's good and normal. And red-blooded Americans do it. Yeah, no, a joke I used to always make about like when Florida had like this no queer stuff in our schools bill. A joke I used to make all the time was like, if you can't be a pregnant teacher either because that means you had sex, and
I don't like to think about that.
That's totally inappropriate for you to be pregnant and also teaching at school at the same time because you're gonna make all the children think about sex and how babies are made.
you.
Yeah.
Hate pregnant.
Yeah.
with the adult clothing, you don't think putting it in the kids section of Target's a little bit twisted?
The way that they're doing it isn't always right, and they're stupid. But thank you.
Why?
The behavior
I mean, he's
in
wrong
there
on this too,
isn't
but whatever.
bad.
Who cares?
Having a pink shirt in the men's section isn't the agenda of Joe Biden controlling your brain. It's not.
That's not
the
what
way
I'm
they're
saying.
doing it isn't right, but the message is correct.
No, X, I used to wear the I Love Boobies bracelets too, the pink ones, and you know the breast cancer awareness. I used to wear it all the time.
Okay, but if I was dicks, you would be up in arms about it. You were wearing I Love Booby shit, but if it was I Love Dicks, you would be all up in arms about it, and you would say, kids should be wearing that. How can you even buy this? This isn't correct. But you know you'd be doing this.
XUC here made the argument that you also presented as well, which is that heteronormative markers of sexuality are seen as totally permissible around children. It's only a problem when it's a marker that is outside of heteronormativity.
Well, no. You know,
my. So by default, you're saying
wow, Aiden Ross is so stupid that he literally got intellectually dicked down by a dude whose most famous debate move is doing the worm. Okay? It's not even a trap that he laid down. He didn't even think that Aiden Ross would not recognize that as a he thought that like Aiden Ross could probably see the inconsistency. Instead, Aiden is so stupid that he literally went, yeah, no, it's totally fine to wear a shirt that says I love boobs, but it's not fine to wear a shirt that says I love dick. Wait, you don't know the worm?
No, what's a worm?
Oh my God. XQC famously debated and then absolutely destroyed Ethan Klein on the Reactgate conversation that was occurring, where he pulled
these two people.
He pulled the ultimate move, okay? And I mean it. Like, this is the ultimate debate move. No one has ever actually hit a move so hard in a debate and immediately won.
I'd rather watch me full screen cam do the form than watch your
Do
prime,
that.
than watch your prime
Do
content.
it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many views you get. Oh, he's crying in the corner. Oh, okay, sure.
Absolutely.
okay.
You can see it in his face, dude. This is a man who's thoroughly, utterly defeated. Like, this is a pure victory.
Okay,
For the
sure.
juicer.
I love it.
I mean, that's content, man. It's original content, at least. Yes, do that, bro. Do it.
Grabbing his dick.
Oh, bro.
Do it.
Love it, man. This is the most money you've had in the past fucking
great.
4 years.
It's awesome.
Obliterated. Everything that Ethan said up until this moment is totally insignificant in the face of the worm. Top tier debate move. No one has ever done it like him.
Do a week of no react content.
Oh, man.
Like, of course, it's way different.
How is it different?
It's as simple as, oh, they're putting a pink thing in like the men's section. Is that they're encouraging men, right, who are biologically men, who are born with penises and have the hormones of men.
That's a sex.
These guys can't. They literally can't stop talking about penises.
You could now
Like they talk about penises more than like
That's
some of my
sick.
gay friends. Like it's kind of crazy.
You see, at least like even though it's not like fully up to date with the best
Like, I don't
words
even
to
talk
use
about
in that
dicks
circumstance, the
I
fact
love
that he
dicks.
like
crazy.
distinguishes between sex and gender,
I'm impressed.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, it is actually really good.
I know a lot of people say it, but I've literally never thought about children's genitalia as much as these guys in this one conversation.
I know, it's so weird.
sounds like they're
It's so
obsessed
weird.
with
They
it.
spend so much time talking about like baby dick. It's odd, bro.
Like you're literally thinking of a child's genitalia shopping at Target right now, and you're scared of a color.
Your gender after birth. That's what people talk about. We don't care about
That's a gender, not a sex.
Say again?
they have no idea. They're like, I've never even thought about the thing that you just said. That's awesome.
A gender. You're talking about the
I'm a little worried. I don't know if he's going to be able to explain this concept well.
biological,
get
you're
it.
born with a
He doesn't
dick,
get it.
right? And then you want to be a girl or whatever? Like what are you talking
Right wingers spend more time thinking about my genitals, and I'm the one with gender dysphoria. Yeah.
Yo.
100%.
Valid.
Right wingers, depending on like the level of insanity that they're operating on, unironically think about trans shit way more than trans people. Because trans people got a lot of other stuff that occupies their mental space. You know what I mean? Like Hearts of Iron, or whatever kind of sex mod that they want to use on Fallout New Vegas.
Elden Ring.
Or Elden
Trans
Ring is
people
another
love
one. Hyperpop and Who's Really Poppin',
Yeah.
Lego, trains, you know, various different autistic interests. These are the things that trans people have to think about on a daily basis. So of course there's not enough space left up there for like whatever the latest happenings is in the trans existence field.
I wasn't expecting you to be funny. You just like say everything in the same tone, so I always think you're lecturing me, but that was really funny.
Thank you. That's kind of how I that's what I do. Anyway, let's continue.
Am I
He's
wrong?
kind of funny as fuck. He's actually kind of
A
funny.
gender is like a social construct.
Funny looking.
All right, see, we're on two different. Hey, listen, let me tell you this. If I meet a man and he tell me that him being a man is a social construct, I slap the shit out of him. No, you're a man, okay?
DJ Academics.
And you're a fucking
What
idiot.
do you mean
That,
you
like,
slap the shit out of someone? Shut up.
Slap the shit. I'm gonna
what
slap
kind
the
of,
shit out
first
you,
of all,
bitch.
it's just like, you're not tough. Like, what are you talking about? The only thing you're slapping is your meat to the latest Drake album. Okay? That's the only thing you're slapping. What do you mean you slap the shit out of a man?
Can I have a lore check?
What?
Who the hell is he?
DJ Academics?
Yes. Look, like I said, I treasure my mental health.
He's a fellow Rutgers graduate and also a Hasanabi fan, apparently,
He is?
according to him. Very famous for really
feel that.
escalating conflict in the rap game, specifically talking about like the, I guess, criminal components of rap music. A bit of a fed in that regard. And yeah, he first rose to prominence as in his like war in Chirac coverage.
Really not talking a lot about rap right now.
No, he's not. He's now more of like a right wing guy a little bit. But even back then he was though.
Right wing shit. Are they all just like? I feel like that's a last ditch effort to hold on to a career.
No, but he was already like very right. Like his whenever he talked about like rap music and like any kind of like gang activity surrounding rap music, he was already like hitting it from a very right wing angle. But yeah, that's as someone who used to watch Aiden Ross back in 2021 when he was somewhat entertaining. I find it very goofy that he's now a right winger who spreads hate towards the LGBTQ. When in 2021 he was quite literally playing into the role of acting gay or sus around his friends and music artists. And at that time he also said he gave money to LGBTQ charities, which I don't know how valid this charity thing is. No, he didn't say he gave money to LGBTQ charities. He said he gave money to the LG charity, famously.
LG?
He's just Diet Keemstar for the rap game, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're on two different. Hey, listen, let me tell you this. If I meet a man and he tell me that him being a man is a social construct, I slap a shit out of him. No, you're a man, okay? Yo, if God made you with a dick and a balls, you're a man. I don't care what you think about yourself. You need to go deal
I mean, God gave you a dick and a balls, I suspect, and you're barely a man, so I don't know.
with that. You need to go to Christ or anybody else. Allah, anybody. You got dick and balls, you are a man. There ain't no social construct. Biology tells me what you are. You got you a woman. You got a dick, you're a man. Again, we could make up these other rules, but that is the ground rule.
Love talking about dicks. Okay, we get it. We get it, bro.
Construct. It's
We
like,
get
yo,
it.
all right, I'm a penguin. Am I a penguin?
No.
Oh, let's not talk about penguins.
Because my top 5 is Drake.
If we broke it off, then you know it wasn't painless. If she gotta watch things.
Certified slobber boy, certified sleepy boy. That's it's
I know
iconic.
he watched that Drake leak at least 20 times.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Maybe in the hundreds. Maybe we're in the hundreds.
Yeah, that Drake leak was actually not even a leak for him. Drake actually was sending his dick to DJ Academics directly. That's who he was sending it to. He leaked it. Oh.
Real recognize real. I'm not a bad person. For anyone saying I'm homophobic, I literally am donating percentages of my stream revenue to you know, the LG community. I'm donating to a bunch of other communities.
Just the lesbians and gays. Just the lesbians. Oh, I
Bro,
love
the
that.
LG community, dude. Cable.
All gay people are getting TVs. Look on your chair right now. You have a TV.
Hell yeah.
Sorry,
that was back.
strays.
That's when I was back in Texas. God, I was so fat back then. It's crazy. Looking back at it now, that was like right at the peak. That was like when it was just opening up after COVID. It's crazy. Anyway, let's continue.
What X is saying is, so sex is male or female.
Right.
So you're correct, Ak and Aiden. There's male and there's female.
Yes, there is.
That's
There's two
sex,
genders.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the biological attribute, right?
Correct.
Male and female, that's sex.
Yes.
Gender. See, like there's a miscommunication and misunderstanding of gender versus sex. Sex is.
There we go. My man. Hey. The big ape awoken. Pop off.
Female or male? You understand? So when you guys say there's two,
of course,
there's
I understand.
when you guys say there's two genders, you're referring to those two sexes, right? Gender is actually a social construct.
There
right?
you go. So
How can Tran understand this stuff? I think you guys forget that like Tranmex is like, sure, he's like a ultra misogynist for most of his career, but also is like very woke on gay shit. Like he's always, dude, this is a man who's talked about fantasizing about sucking cock on hours on end. So like he understands that gay shit like nobody's business.
He's one
okay?
of us, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Always talking about sucking cock.
why tell me I'm wrong about this? I was wrong about that.
Behavior
Just like
of
a
certain
song.
things of certain different, right? Like, so when you say there's two genders, what do you mean other two sexes? Yes, there's two sexes. There's male and there's female. You
Guys,
understand?
guys.
So like you're both arguing two different things. That's
Academics. Stop. Academics. Have you ever gone to a gender reveal party? We don't call it a sex reveal party. You call it a gender reveal party.
Actually, some people do call it a sex reveal party.
That's right, baby. Yep. Dude, that's it. It's destroyed. Left wing destroyed. God, he's so brilliant. This is why I love.
I literally
right-wing
heard
thoughts
like
and
some
right-wing
conservative
opinions,
call it a
because
sex
everyone will
reveal
always be
party
like,
or whatever.
why don't you find a smarter
Moving
interlocutor
on,
to
like a couple
debate
weeks
against?
ago.
And why did you bring this dumbass on board to present right-wing ideas? And it's like, it's because the dumbest person can still absolutely channel the essence of right-wing sentiment, and the arguments don't get better. Okay, it's the same argument. That's it. That literally is always the same. That's why back in the day, when I used to debate people in my Discord all the time, which is a big mistake, I used to do this shit all the time. And one thing I very quickly found out is that like people would always want to debate me. I'd bring them on. I
That's
would
like the
debate.
opposite of therapy.
Yeah, I would exactly. It was awful. I would debate them. I would, humiliate them. And then other people in the chat would be like, no, that guy was too dumb. Like, no, debate me instead. I got way smarter opinions. And then I would just keep doing the same thing over and over again because the talking points don't change. They're just regurgitating the same 8 different talking points over and over again. There's no like critical thinking beyond that at all. So every single time I would bring another person up, I would debate them, humiliate them. And then another person would be like, no, that guy was dumb. Debate me instead. Only until they were on the Discord server getting on in a similar capacity. That's it.
I think you should debate me instead.
What do you want to debate on? I would debate you on the efficacy of avoiding the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free. with the Twitch Prime. What do you think about this?
I think gay people are okay.
Absolutely not.
Guys, I just got
Sick.
absolutely
Sick.
There it is. Gay people are okay. Wrong. They are not okay. My counterpoint is Austin Show exists. All right.
I saw your
Shit,
TikTok the other day
fuck.
of you reacting to Will and Austin having fun little girl time in the bathtub.
That was fucked up. What he did to me.
Okay.
It's fucked up what he did to me. I messed up. All right, here's the internet breakdown.
This is my channel, but
King Harry, thank you for the 20 gifted, and Anti-Materia, thank you for the 10 gifted, allowing 30 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour.
That's why it's called a social construct.
Eric, no, he capping because put it like this. If you meet some of these grown-ass niggas who think they females, if you ask them what sex they are, they're not going to say they're actually male. They're going to say they're a female. They want to identify
on all the government forms you filled out. Does it not say sex? M/F.
My government forms. So, respectfully, my government form. We're talking about, like, I completely get your argument, and you're right. But the people we're talking about, they want to be able to pick not only gender but sex. They're picking.
That's not
true.
Have you met
Show me
someone
proof.
that is
That's yeah, dude.
Have you
That's
met
why trans
someone?
people
Yeah,
are trans people.
actually.
That's like there's
Whenever
a,
I look
there's
in the
being
mirror.
trans and being cis. The difference is like marginal. It's not that significant overall because if you're a trans woman, you're still a woman. If you're a trans man, you're still a man. But like the notion that like, no, you don't understand. Actually, let me tell you, the trans understander. Trans people are actually trying to change their sex. The f are you talking about? You are just so oblivious.
am I just stupid or is he just really hard to follow?
I mean, I think he's maybe it's because I'm so brain broken that like
No, I think I'm brain broken because I can't even listen to somebody say
no,
two
you're
sentences.
normal. You shouldn't be able to follow their train of thought because it's like really dumb. The only reason why I can and many in this community can is because we've heard it a million times over. So we know exactly
So true.
what like logical traps there are in this conversation, and we know how to follow the talking points because we've heard it a million gorillion times over.
Let's go, guys. I'm normal. Can't speak for the rest of y'all, but I'm good. I'm straight.
I gotta be clear because I know I'm still on Twitch. Trans, and if do you think they identify like, oh, I'm actually a male, sex-wise, but I consider myself as a woman? They don't. They call themselves a woman and a female. That's a fact. Why y'all acting like they still consider themselves male?
They still mean the gender though. Like, and if they don't, they're wrong. But that doesn't. Why do you feel so enraged and compelled to
Yeah,
write
why
them?
does it make him
That's
so
the-
angry?
Always calling themselves
Wait,
females.
why does it
That's
make
what
him so angry?
That's what I see all the time.
Bro, it's just so crazy.
Yo, DJ Academic saw a Liv Agar tweet and was like,
I miss her.
he saw a tweet from Liv post. He was like, wait a minute, what? this trans woman is calling herself a female. What's that about?
Government's fucking thing to do that. If they misrepresent themselves on a government form, they're now wrong. That's illegal. If they say sex and they misrepresent themselves, that's actually wrong. Why do you feel like you have to go? No, you are this, you are that. Yo, chill the f out. Chill out.
Correct them. I don't feel compelled to correct them. I'm just showing the fallacy in what you just
That's
tried
bullshit.
to explain.
You're trying to correct them on stream,
Trainwreck
bro.
said, well, you know what? You guys are right. Sex, there's only two sexes, but you could have multiple genders because that's a social construct. I'm telling you that usually if someone, and by the way, I'm not even passionate about this, truth be told. But like,
Yeah, he's just yapping. I don't even care. But like, also, I'm gonna say some heinous shit, and it's also totally uneducated. But honestly, it doesn't really matter either because that's how this is. That's how this works. You don't have to know anything about the issue. You just need to present yourself as having strongly held convictions, devoid of facts, and maybe even you don't even have to even care about it. You could just present yourself as though you do care, and then that's it. We'll yap for hours on it.
But usually, if someone was born, right, a female, they was born with a pussy, right? If they want to now identify as a man, they're not gonna then tell people, I am a female by sex, but I am a man by gender.
Because they're acting in a social way with other social beings, using a social construct to communicate. They're using a social construct to communicate, not some biological markers. Holy, how hard is it to understand it? What the fuck?
Listen, I'm going by your own metrics though. Your own metrics said that one of them was biological, right? And then the other, so one is biological and then the other is actually social construct, right? So you said male or female biological, right?
I never thought I would see the day where XQC is like doing a really good job of defending like trans existence and like trying to explain it to just the absolute dumbest people.
They're just regurgitating the same points. And
it's just like devoid of facts. It's just
like how he's saying, like, if a trans person is around me, I'm gonna say this or do this. No trans people want to be around you by choice. It's not gonna be by choice.
This is the outline layer.
He doesn't got to worry about trans people being around him.
Very humble of you not to take the smallest amount of credit. I'm not taking any credit in this. This is ridiculous. You're ridiculous for saying I should take credit for this.
Yes.
XQC is genuinely interested in this stuff on his own. Okay, who's to say that he got any of these ideas from me? He could have gotten it from other people that he watches as well.
Man or woman or whatever is more of a social construct. And I'm telling you that those people who identify as such, they don't make that distinction. They're not going to be like, I'm a male that identifies as a woman. They usually say, I am a female.
Wait, so I have a question.
It's insane that you guys are so mad about some girl or some guy saying it. Some guy saying it. Oh, I'm a girl.
You're just a liar.
Guy saying I'm a guy.
Like-
You guys are so selective in your
that.
outrage. It's insane.
I only care
You're
about
nuts.
kids, bro. Leave the kids. He left. I only care about leaving the kids out.
What
Bro. I
did
just
you
got mad
say?
about the Target shit, and I get mad about, TR, like having puberty blockers for kids. That's all I get mad.
Yeah, he's mad about Target. He's saying that he thinks that Target should have never had a pride section that featured children's clothes. That's it. I'm sure he would never think about this ever if it wasn't for that. Except until the next thing that like right-wingers talk about nonstop that he wants to chirp about.
That doesn't.
Yeah, Uzi the Goat selling MB merch at Coachella. That was the other thing that was like very interesting because Lil Uzi Vert is someone who has collaborated with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross loves dick riding every celebrity into oblivion, and like he loves Lil Uzi Vert. And Lil Uzi Vert is non-binary, so maybe they should have a conversation with Aiden.
What happened though? It's like
It does. Some parents allow
I said it. I said it. Give me statistics. I said, give me examples. Give me articles. You have given me.
He said, give me statistics, give me examples, give me articles about why you're what.
Oh my god, you're like actually translating.
What? Yeah, this
Holy
is
fuck.
yeah about why what do you call it? About why you think this is like such a big problem.
Nothing.
I'll tell you what. Because I'm not informed. I don't really spend all my time doing this.
He's also bringing up the point that it's like, why are you so butthurt? Why are you bent out of shape if you don't have any information whatsoever? Like you have these firmly held convictions about an issue that one has nothing to do with you altogether, and two, you don't even have any sort of factual basis to feel some type of way about it.
Just give me one of them.
I'll find some. If I really take time to Google it, I can. I saw a number saying 17,000, but I want to look into it before I really use it as evidence.
So you're pushing a narrative.
Yeah, Aiden Ross should have just played this and been like, this is why I care. Okay, let's finish this and then we'll do Welcome to Our House.
Finish this. There's an hour left.
No, we're not gonna finish the whole thing. I think this is like where the conversation pretty much ends, but
It's okay, I'm learning.
I just wanted to finish it because I think this is a good YouTube video to cut out of it. Sorry to bring you into this.
No, it's okay. No. I'm learning right now.
But then we're gonna do banana peels.
You haven't even like asked me like,
nothing,
how
no
my day
backing.
was, though.
How was your day?
I won masturbating.
Wait, I thought you were like
Well, I like got first place today. Tomorrow's the final.
The
You're,
hand
like,
was
there.
too small.
Wait,
I
what?
need to make the
Do you
hand
remember that you're supposed to do that?
Yeah, I know. I'm one of the judges.
Yeah.
Wait, you're a contestant? Who
Yeah.
else is a contestant?
Sam.
Oh, it's just you versus her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What?
I think I already know who's gonna win.
What? I got first the last 2 days. She hasn't even gotten first once.
Yeah, it's about to be the first.
My brother
day that-
Christ, I can just leave this stream, you know that? Like I have free will. Why are you giggling and kicking your feet right now?
She's-
What do you mean?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You're about to lose.
You haven't even watched Master Baker, bro.
I am the master baker. Okay, we'll talk about
He's
this
the
in a second. Let me finish this, please.
masturbator.
No knowledge, no statistics, and no examples.
But XQC, if you don't think there's ever been a minor that's taken puberty blockers, it's a no.
Okay, and you were mad about the tattoos earlier. How many minors get tattoos?
I don't agree with that though. I think minors should just they should not drink,
do you want
any
some
type of
drink?
tattoos, any
You don't
permanent.
seem to be very vocal about that though.
I just said that I don't agree with that. I don't agree with any permanent damage with minors. I think when you're 18 and 21, that's when you start drinking and smoking weed and doing permanent damage to your body. I don't think that you'd get into those things at a young age. I don't know.
That is a good summary, but the man with half the facts in heated debate with man with zero facts absolutely destroyed Aiden Ross. The man with half the facts destroyed here, cleared. Props, big props to XQC.
Okay. Well, but like I'm telling you, these things are not happening at a rate or at a density, which is a problem.
But it happens.
These are outliers that are
But it will.
problematic.
It's growing. It's growing though. It's
How is
becoming
it? How is it growing?
The fact that Target is even allowing an LGBTQ
Yeah, you don't
section
even know
in the
what
kids section is
growing
crazy.
is.
Some kid
You
isn't
never
getting
grown
That
in
is
your
so
fucking
irrelevant
life.
to even the puberty blockers conversation. That's like, what are you saying, dude?
So if Target removed everything, what would they argue about then?
They will find another thing to argue about.
No,
Which they
impossible.
did. They literally did do that. They famously got one can by Dylan Mulvaney, the trans content creator TikToker.
No, I literally heard if you drink Bud Light, it turns you trans.
Yeah, like they very quickly moved away from Target when Bud Light made the mistake, I guess, of making one singular can with trans TikToker Dylan Mulvaney's face on it.
Love her.
And then they were like, it's over. Oh my God, Bud Light. Like we have to do everything we can to stop this madness.
Going in there, and his life is transformed, and now he's like a fairy dust because he saw some rainbow, dude. Holy
That's
shit!
not the point. That's not the point.
My kid saw a rainbow. He's now a fairy. Like Christ, dude.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm really not. What I'm trying to say is just, I'm cool with whatever. I get what you're saying, by the way.
He's not cool with whatever.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No.
How you're talking about sex and gender, I do get that take, what you're saying. What I'm saying is, what I agree with Axe saying too, like if you are biologically born as a female and you transition to a male, you're still transitioning to a male. But I'm gonna leave that topic because you guys had it. I don't really care. I don't really give.
Yeah,
you guys got mad. You guys got raised and pressed over that. I don't care. I'm not pressed about the kids. X. I only care about the kids. I only care about.
Bro, Aiden, once again, I'm going to reiterate this position that I
Keep
started off
saying it,
the
Aiden.
conversation with, but it
Keep
has to be said once again.
fucking
Aiden Ross has single-handedly caused permanent damage to an entire generation of children. The fact that he's over here talking about, like, oh, I care about kids is insane to me, okay? Whether it be
Literally,
gambling addiction, like a lifelong,
can't stop talking about kids.
a life of potentially having gambling addiction, or any number of different awful behaviors that he has promoted to children, him and Andrew Tate are literally so much worse than any number of different things that are actually harmful to children. You know what I mean? Obviously, kids seeing like queer representation in media is not harmful to children at all. It's actually quite the opposite. But you know, it's weird to hear the guy who like showed porn to his child audience turn around and be like, I think children are.
Was it straight porn?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay, then we're fine.
Yeah, that's good, right?
No,
You're right.
we're all good.
You know, children. I think just children should be left out of any agenda, really.
Except for
all
Aiden's
issues with
agenda.
kids, right? There's a lot of pressing matter.
Or lack thereof.
Aiden Ross's effect on children. A viewer on Aiden Ross's stream decided to drive their car into a lake and got arrested shortly after.
Let's go. Full side. Let's go.
Bro.
Oh my god, that bitch. Try go in the water?
Aiden Ross also told his fans in one of these other like making my fans dance like little monkeys challenges that he does to throw piss on their brother, like just piss in a bottle and just like chuck it at their brother or sister.
Absolute insanity.
It got so out of control that there was a point I remember, because I was weirdly, I guess, involved in it without my knowledge. It's one of those situations where I'm glad that I don't really see any of this shit, and the accidental instances where I do see
this is my
this
accidental
shit,
instance.
I'm just like, I don't like it. It's fine.
With children and education and young age stuff, and the how vocal people are about the actual problems compared to this is at a smaller proportion, and it's ridiculous. If you actually care about the kids, you would care about all the other shit that's way more pressing, way bigger, that's lives forever than this shit. This is like a grain of salt in the beach, and you're making a big song and dance for this one thing. When people are dying, it's insane. It's like ridiculous.
X, do you notice when you debate something, what you do? What you do is you like to throw in other things, like Kanye is a god or whatever.
No.
X, I'm saying no kid. I'm bringing up the tattoos. No kid deserves to do tattoos. No kid deserves to do this, that, anything. I'm just saying on this specific topic, because it's brought up and we're speaking about it, kids should not be walking into a Target and seeing a gay section.
Understood.
That's all I'm saying.
The same way. You're right.
The same way it should
Okay,
be.
the rest of this conversation is stupid, and I'm going to.
A whole ass trophy on the ground.
Yeah.
I love his hat.
All right. Good stuff from XG overall.
Huh. I wonder what's happening on the internet today.
I hate
Yep, same as usual. Over 10 years after its last installment, a teaser trailer has just announced the reboot of a popular video game series called Fable, and in the short span of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, managed to piss off a lot of nerds. Now you'd think that the mixed reviews would be your typical gamer grumblings, debates about gameplay mechanics and graphics. You know, the usual stuff that four-eyed freaks with postures that align with a golden ratio and thumb pads worn away from fingering controllers care about for some reason. But no, the sin committed by Playground Games that has led to thousands of outraged tweets, reaction videos, and full-blown conspiracy theories is that this character is too ugly.
This is a butt-ugly character, and it's intentional. To pretend she's realistic or even average-looking is crazy. I'm dying on this hill. It's time somebody spoke the truth.
There's an example of this agenda where woke feminism doesn't want anything remotely sexualized or even good-looking when it comes to heroic female leads. Straight men have no right to look at anything, all right? How dare you even think a female character should look good at all? Feminist ideology that's being pushed.
That's right, folks. The adult versions have once again declared that the feminists are taking over, and this time those blue-haired, unshaven freaks are after your precious video games. By the mere existence of a female character in a trailer that doesn't look runway ready, Playground Games has obviously capitulated to the woke left and is set out to shove liberal propaganda down the throats of innocent innocent gamers. Now, I could take hours to write out an elaborate feminist thought piece about women's representation in media and all the complex social factors involved, but I don't want to. These people are whiny, entitled brats, and it's hilarious. And spoiler alert, I'm gonna be making fun of them for the following reasons. First off, the consensus amongst these horny creeps seems to be that this reboot is purposefully, due to dark and hidden agendas, removing the sex appeal that characters from Fable 1 through 3 had. You know, the tantalizing character models that famously left players as stiff as their joysticks every time they appeared on screen. Not to mention, previous Fable games all featured character customization, and there is no evidence that this mechanic would be removed, or that the female adventurer in the trailer is anything more than an example character model to show off the look and feel of the game. So the petulant, whimpering objection that a company dare not force a valued customer to look at a character he finds repulsive after he's offered up his hard-earned doubloons is null and void. But let's say our brave boys in knee-length cargo shorts are right, and they are going to be forced to play this character. Is she even ugly? I mean, honestly, close all of your incognito tabs. Is she really ugly? Because from the reactions on Twitter, you would think she was hideously deformed. And that's just not the case. Slender waist, long wavy hair, big brown eyes. The only crime that she's committed is not having hentai proportions and a full face of makeup. The character literally looks like an average person that you'd see on the street, which is precisely the joke intentionally presented by the trailer. Now, I know comedy is tough for the keyboard warriors, so I'm gonna explain this very carefully, okay? The opening narration is given by a giant named Dave, who describes heroes as having high cheekbones and massive swords, beloved by all. During this narration, we see a hero that is revealed to be an average-looking person with an average-sized sword, called a wanker by a random crowd member. You've turned a very basic joke into an online crusade, you knuckle-dragging, basement-dwelling troglodytes. Over the past few days, I have seen some of the wildest conjecture spewed on Twitter, like this Twitter Blue subscriber, we're gonna see a lot of those, who is foaming at the mouth trying to explain how a female character could exist in a video game and not tickle his balls.
The answer is women in game development. Women see other women who are more beautiful than them as competitors, who are better suited to catch their prey and are instinctively intimidated by them.
Ah yes, those females who are dominating the video game industry, making up a whopping 30% of game developers, and who are definitely not targeted with workplace harassment of any kind. Also, catching their prey? Buddy, can you keep your role-playing kinks to yourself, please? This is a Christian channel.
Most women in game development teams are diversity hires.
Even if this is true, wouldn't that just prove that the industry is horribly sexist, and instead of hiring talented women, companies are just trying to put enough females in office chairs to fill a quota?
In fact, they actually despise the kind of men who play video games. By making female characters ugly, they also are messing with the audience they despise.
Those dastardly females have devoted their entire careers to infiltrating an industry that they hate, just so they can stop me from combing. Don't you see? It's all connected! I'm not crazy! It certainly has been an entertaining few days watching men complain about this character while also bravely showing their own faces on the internet. This is the main character of the new Fable game, continuing the trend of weirdly unattractive female main characters in video games. This is what happens when you consult with woke intersectional feminists. But of course, no internet controversy can exist in 2023 without trans people being brought up for some reason. As we all know, women come out of the womb with contoured faces and liquid eyeliner, so the only possible explanation for the appearance of Fable's new protagonist must be that she's a trans woman.
Is it gonna have a character creator? Are we stuck playing as Dylan Mulvaney?
Spoiler alert, the big end boss misgenders you, so you end up hanging from your own rafters.
But gamers weren't satisfied with this. Oh no, they participated in the very normal, insane activity of scouring through Playground Games' employee roster to find any gender non-conforming person they could slap a target on. An anonymous user found images of a trans feminine level designer that worked on the game, and these mouth breathers could barely wait to suck the Dorito dust off their fingers before turning on their cameras to post unhinged rants.
As the person who looks a lot like the Fable main character is of course course, a non-binary trans femme, they, them, secretly a deer. So normally you wouldn't use a level designer as the key concept of your main character, but who knows? Connections, maybe, preferences, God knows. Maybe the company thought they'd score some points by having their diversity hire model for their new character.
They are a trans femme, deer, kin, they, them, whatever. And it very much, by the both images that have been produced, very much looked like this was the inspiration?
Wow, what delightful, well-adjusted individuals. I'm sure they contribute to
Stupid as
society
shit,
in a
man.
plethora of meaningful ways. And this stuff isn't tucked away in dark, distant corners of the internet. One of these frantic transvestigations was suggested to me right underneath Xbox's official teaser trailer for the game. The woman who was the actual reference for the character has been revealed, but that doesn't stop people from coming up with wild, fantastical stories about how an evil trans level designer forced Playground Games to bend to their will and make them the main character of a multi-million-dollar game. I keep seeing defenses from men saying things like, "Is it a crime to love hot women? Slap on the handcuffs, feminists." No, shut up. Please, God, this defense is so stupid. Everybody likes boobs and ass. Me, you, your friends, your grandma, everybody. Nobody's saying that enjoying sexualized characters is bad. It's a very healthy human reaction. But demanding that every single female character be sexualized is strange and embarrassing. The same people who are arguing that video games should fulfill fantasies instead of being realistic, allowing them to escape the real world where women, you know, look like actual people, are also commenting under the Fable trailer, complaining that there are too many people of color ruining the pristine medieval European setting. The mystery meat brown woman character really fits perfectly into European medieval fantasy. Modern New York demographics and vibes in a medieval European setting? Wow, it's so inclusive and brave because...
Oh my goodness. 0. That's right, folks. Welcome 0. 0. Zero, of course, is a nickname that this character chose for himself. 0 is gay and cis, and that's pretty cool. 0 is a nickname for his special forces name, which is Null, because he was part of Project Null, a group of people that were brought in because they were given curses that essentially gave them superpowers, and thus they equipped them with abilities to better they gave them abilities that complement their curse. So Null, or 0, was the last of the Nulls. So his ability comes from his curse being that he is impenetrable, he is invulnerable to heat or fire. Anything that produces heat, he is invulnerable to it. He's now, that doesn't mean that if you shoot him with electricity that he won't seize up, but you can't burn him with the electricity. So the factor of burns and heat cannot affect this character. That's why his skin is white. He's not affected by fire. So, the group that created Null made or taught him how to be a pyromancer, because obviously you're invulnerable to fire, then being a pyromancer is the best option. So in this world, pyromancers can still get hurt by their fire, but they have to use like stone skin as a spell or something to make their skin invulnerable to the fire effect of their abilities. But you will find pyromancers that will use their abilities only in a defensive last case scenario because they risk the chance of burning themselves. Zero does not have that risk. It is not a risk to Zero to use pyromancy. So that means that Zero can use the most advanced, most powerful pyromancy abilities that you can think of. Things that would require prolonged use of fire, Zero can use because of his curse. And that's why Zero is important. But Zero is inherently a pacifist. Zero will not fight somebody unless absolutely necessary. Zero would rather find other ways to solve the problem rather than fight the person, which goes against the whole point of his regimen, his special force regimen. He's very bold. He's got a go-get-em attitude. If I were to imagine, like, a character that reminds me of Zero from, like, popular culture, it would most likely be, like, Itadori from, Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, life is important, and protecting people is important, and he has to protect the people he cares about. That's his whole goal in life, is to protect the people he cares about. That's Zero. That's what Zero does. He's a good person. He wouldn't hurt a fly, but he can burn down an entire village if he needs to. He has the ability. Like, his abilities are on par with, again, another character from Jujutsu Kaisen, Jogo, the volcano head guy. Basically on par, except less fire manipulation and more blasts of fire, and massive amounts of flames. He can conduct that. So one of the things about Zero is he's one of my only, like, few, he's like the few, one of my few flying characters. Because of his curse, he can fly. He can shoot so much, like, you know how, like, Bakugo flies in My Hero Academia? Sort of, kind of. Zero can fly indefinitely. He shoots out fucking hand blasts, like Iron Man flying through the sky kind of shit, you know, and then that propels him up into the air, and yeah, so yeah, he has control over, like, the amount of flames, the pressure of the flame, like how much flames are coming out, like the type of flame that he needs to burn, how hot the flame is, how much comes out, like all of that factors into what he can do. Yeah, and he's just basically a fun-loving kind of guy. He's never usually serious unless his life is in danger. And even then, he's always willing to crack a joke or say some shit that would otherwise floor or confuse the villain. If he were to be fighting a villain, it could confuse, obviously, some grunt or some random, like, NPC style character. But yeah, he's just a very simple dude, and he likes what he likes. And there's nothing wrong with him, you know? Despite the fact that he doesn't look human, he is human. He's just cursed. So I guess I think I said that a blonde guy here is the only human. But actually Zero is also human. This guy's name's Arthur. He's very sad and he's sick. He gets sick pretty easily because, you know, he lives in, like, the north. Like, way up north. He's got a bad immune system beyond that. But yeah. That's, 4 characters down, 1 more to go. Cool shit, it's cool fucking shit. Can't fit them all on screen without like cutting out the, or with, I can't fit them all on screen and cut out the unfinished character. But yeah, Arthur is always supposed to be scraggly. He's very scraggly, he's very dirty. Because he's a traveler, so he's always traveling. He's moving around from place to place. He never really has time to like take a shower or rest or, you know, do anything a normal person would do because his job is so demanding that he really has no time to care for himself. And that's kind of why he like gets into a lot of trouble, at least when it comes to when he's in a fight, is because he literally just doesn't have time to take care of himself. His hair is always like knotted, you know, he's always sick. He's always got like a cold. He's always sick. He's allergic to like almost everything. And he's a little baby. He's a little baby, and when he sees something that makes him sad, he cries. He just cries. And sometimes that helps him because, you know, in some sense, paladins are supposed to be, like, you know, kind and attuned with their more spiritual aspects. And that can lead to, like, very emotional states. But he's known for that. You know, people are often unnerved by his ability to feel so strongly about things, yet also have like unwavering resolve to complete his mission, to the point that he will be crying while fighting an enemy, and that really won't like obscure anything about his fight. It will actually, if anything, make him a better fighter. Because he's truly becoming in tune with the spiritual energy inside of him, and it gives him strength, so it makes him a better fighter to be more spiritual, more emotional, more understanding of the universe. And I think that's also one of the many reasons why he's always sick and why his hair is always dirty and why he wears the same clothes all the time, because it's a way of him getting more in tune with the natural world, the spirits of the natural world. He's very nomadic in a sense, where he just doesn't, he lets the cards lie where they may, and he continues forward with complete and utter resolve in his abilities. And I think that's very interesting about him. He's a very interesting character when it comes to that kind of thing. But yeah. If the characters are across from each other, that means they're related. At least the way I was formatting these characters is the person they're across from is related to that character in a very in a narrative sense. That's why you got like really interesting matches here. Not matches, they don't always fight each other, but there can be points where they are fighting each other and when they are not. that's the interesting thing about this this story is no one is like like inherently a villain. There's definitely like heroes, there's definitely like protagonists, but I would say that the villains aren't necessarily villains to the point of like, you know, once you understand their plight, they have they're more like anti-villains. You know, you kind of understand their plight. They're not anti-heroes because they're not doing a good thing, and they are bad. They're more like anti-villains, where it's like you know they're bad, but they're doing a really bad thing for a twisted sense of morality, and that's the interesting part about these protagonists versus the antagonists. Yeah, it's cool though. I like it. And the level of like evil is determined by, you know, how closely they are connected to a loved one, like how much love this character has received or has, you know, for either the world or the people around them. And that kind of determines whether or not they are like 100% evil or like 100% good. But you know, none of them are 100% good or evil. It's just like an oversimplification, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna make some dinner. And it's gonna be me. Been going on for nearly 4 hours. That's crazy. Pretty proud of Zero here. Happy I got to spend time making him. I mean, these characters are like they're so like. I've been making and drawing these characters for a while now, you know, like for a while. So it is fun to finally get back to them and the story, the sort of story that I had going for them. I think it's very fun. Let me snap a picture of Zero here. And I don't think I got a picture of Arthur. It's for the portfolio. Okay. Awesome. We are good to go. File, save as. I'll probably tweak Zero's position. Might make him a little bigger in the frame. I think that was the interesting thing that I had before, was that most of these characters were like really big in the frame. They were taking up a lot of the frame. But I shrunk them down. And I think shrinking them down does a lot to add to their character. It's nice when you put a bunch of like real people's faces like really close up to the frame, because you know it's a real person's face. It's like high definition, you know, there's no like, it's not a drawing, you know. But I think with a drawing it's better to kind of zoom it out just a little bit, at least for my style personally. Save that there. Okay. Sick. Fucking sick. Alright. We're good to go on that end. Wonderful. And I'm gonna make him a little bigger later. But that's later. So I'm gonna do that later. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. This has been really fun. Love streaming. Expect maybe a stream tomorrow. There's an event that I'm going to, so it's questionable whether I'll be here to stream tomorrow, but this was fun. One last character, and then we got them all. They're all here. It's sick. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great when they're all together. Then I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the backdrop. That's gonna be the difficult part because I'm not too good at backdrops. I have to figure something out on how to do that. But for another day, another time. That's gonna be me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your viewership, and I'll be back soon. So, as always, enjoy the music. Bye.